this broadcast possible. So we want to say good evening to the folks who made this possible. So on behalf of the Trackalerts TV, we want to extend our sincere thanks to the members of Real Track and Field Fans. It's a Facebook group for helping to sponsor the broadcast of Velocity Fest 19. Your support made it possible for fans in Jamaica and around the world to enjoy the excitement and the talent on display. Your commitment to promoting track and field continues to make a real difference. Thank you again for supporting the athletes and for supporting Trackalerts TV. So again, a big up to the Facebook group Real Track and Field Fans for helping to sponsor this broadcast. And we want to say to other folks, put your money where your mouth is. You want a quality broadcast, step forward, donate. There is a link where you can do that, and you can go ahead and donate. There are other meets scheduled for Jamaica. I think we have about 3 more Velocity Fest to come, and there are also some all-comers meets that will be put on by the J3s, and we want to be able to broadcast that, and for us to be able to broadcast that, we need the sponsorship. So stop the talking, start the donating, put your money where your mouth is, help us to broadcast the meets. So we wanted to clear the air and get things going. And yes, to Naturally Mar, be respectful or be removed. Simple as that. Thank you very much, 021. We really appreciate those who are here to enjoy the track and field, who are real fans, who want to see the athletes go ahead and produce quality time. So the first event already on track, as I said, scheduled for 4:35. It's now 4:38, and so just about 3 minutes short. So 2 athletes, that's Amoy Curlew and Asin Campbell, and Campbell is ahead of Curlew. She is a T37 class Paralympic athlete, so that's upper body impairment, and Campbell is going to take in 15:63. Sonia Campbell of Jamaica Paralympics, 15:63 the flash time, confirmed now at 15.62, the wind speed positive 1.3, and for Curlew, that's Amoy Curlew, 16.06. She is in the T20 class. So T37, T20, and the time again for Campbell, 15:62. The men are up next. They are scheduled to go at 4:45. Again, if you look at the schedule, it says it right there. 4:35 for the women, 4:45 for the men. And at 4:39, the athletes are already testing their blocks. I want to say as well, a belated happy birthday to my good friend, the general, the legendary coach, Paul Francis. You know, he's a humble man if you get to know him. Had a real fantastic time in our conversations yesterday. Real good fellow. So a reminder that the 100 meters for men, 100 meters for women will be on later on. The women's 100 meters, heat number 1 comes up at 5 p.m., exactly 5 p.m. And that will feature the likes of Janelle Smith, Jura Levy, Jodine Williams, schoolgirl Chevian Shim, and Sasha Gay Williams will also be in there. We'll have heat number 2, again scheduled at 5:05 p.m. and that will feature the likes of Tiana Lee Terrelong, Elaine Thompson-Herah, the double Olympic champion, second fastest woman of all time over the 100 meters. We'll also have Lavanya Williams, who's having a breakout season this year, gone 1098 all conditions. That 1098 slightly wind aided. Also have Olympian Natasha Morrison in there. They'll all come back later on in the evening for the finals of the women's 100 meters at just about 7:35 p.m. So let's get to the men's race now. Looks as if we have three out there. So Ryan Davis, DNS. So we'll start with lane 1. Isaiah Sims, T12 class. He's in lane number 1. Delmar Campbell, T20 class. He's in lane number 6. And Jamali Richards, T47 class in lane number 7. So only 3 athletes will go in this one. Sims, Campbell, and Richards. So the gun sends him off, and on the inside, Sims looks to have gotten the best of the start. Richards, though, is coming back at him. It's Richards and Sims on the outside. It looks to be Richards who gets it. 11:64 for Richards to take it. Jamali Richards ahead of Isaiah Sims. The wind speed positive 0.9. The time confirmed now for Jamali Richards of Jamaica Paralympics, 11.64. Isaiah Clinton Sims in second in 12.23. Delmar Campbell in third, 12.59. So that should do it for the Paralympic sections. And next up will be the able-bodied athletes, starting with the women's 100 meters. Went through the two heats that will be happening later on today, just about 18 minutes from now, the first one. And then we'll have the men's 100 meters starting at 5:10 p.m. That's the schedule. Anybody tells you otherwise, they're not being truthful. It's right there on the roster app. And so the feature athletes in there, I'm looking at it, I'm seeing the likes of Emmanuel Archibald, Nigel Ellis, Boajin Kumi, CJ Green, Michael Campbell, Taekwondo Tracy, former national champion Rohan Watson, the second fastest Jamaican junior of all times, DeAndre Daly, sub-10 man, Katrin Golson, Sachin Dennis is there. Brian Lavelle had a breakout season last year. The Canadian Brendan Rodney, Zanel Hughes, and 983 man. And so much quality there, so much quality. Seeing the likes of Javon Newby as well, Adrian Carr, the Jet Javari Thomas. And let's see Mario Burke in there as well. He's a sub-10 sprinter at his best. And just going through and seeing quality all round in the men's 100 meters. The women's 400 meters scheduled at 5:50 will feature the likes of Shericka Jackson, Seda Williams, who's a medalist at the senior level. We'll also have Cheyenne Summon in there as well. And so we'll get to the men's 400 meters after that, and again, lots of quality there. Let me see if I can get to that lineup to see what's there. I'm looking at it. Whitehorn is in there. Bavel McPherson, 44.51 at his best. Likes of DeAndre Watkin, 44.48 at his best. The transporter, Donkey Man, Javon Donkey Man Francis is there. School, well, no longer a schoolboy, but at racers now. Marcinio Rose and Jeremy Bembridge in there as well. So pretty decent 400 meters lineup for the men as well. So lots of action there. Let's take a look at the men's 400 meter hurdles. I'm looking to see if any of the local, big name local athletes are in there. I'm not seeing them, so I'll tap over to the women's 200 meters and see what's on the lineup there. So women's 200 meters, Relevy returning after her 100 meters heats to run the 200 meters, are scheduled to return. Lavanya Williams also scheduled for the 1 and the 2. Tia Clayton is there. So to Alana Reed, this is the women's 200 meters. Tia Clayton also in there, as well as Akira Nugent. So the women's 200 meters, lots of quality there as well. Let's look at the men's 200 meters and see. We have former world champion Antonia Watson, Taekwondo Tracy, Adrian Carr, Oblique Civil, the 100-meter world champion, scheduled to run the 200 meters here. Akeem Blake also scheduled to run the 200 meters. We also have Delana Kennedy. So again, the men's 200 meters should be pretty good as well. And then after the 200 meters, we'll have the hurdles. Well, women's hurdles looks a little bit depleted. Only seeing 2 names. I'm pretty sure I had more before, but only 2 names here. It was Amelia Shatfield and Alexis James. And let's look at the men's 110 hurdles. Joel Brand, DeJour Russell, Dario Phillips, and Joel Facey in that one. So pretty much all the names for the athletes who will be competing later on today. Yeah, I'm pretty disappointed, Glenn. That's Glenn McDonald, that Kishane pulled out of the 200 meters. I thought after his world best at the 150 14.92, it would have been a pretty good opportunity for him to test himself at the 200 meters. Haven't gotten any information about why he pulled from the 200 meters, but would have been wonderful to have seen him at 200 meters today. Yeah, yep. So Queen Lila is saying if Thompson withdrew, yeah, is not on the schedule anymore. So it's not on the 200 meter schedule anymore. And naturally, Mar says just praying that all the athletes finish the races with no injuries. Yeah, I'm praying that as well. And as I said at the top of the broadcast, we are looking for some assistance in terms of sponsorship, and don't feel like any sponsorship that you are able to give today is too small. If it's even $1, we would appreciate it. So let me see if I can get the information for those at home. If you want to contribute to the broadcast of the next Velocity Fest, which I'm thinking it's in another week or so, where you can actually contribute to the next one. Again, want to say big ups and thank you to the Real Track and Field fans group on Facebook who have stepped forward to provide some sort of sponsorship to ensure that we are able to bring this to you, because at the end of the day, of many folks think, oh, it's a big production, and they have 20 different cameras, and the drone is going, and the commentator is being paid well, and there are 5 different cameramen, there are 10 different cameramen. Nothing like that. Nothing like that. It is a compact production crew, basically myself and the cameraman, and in order for it to happen, we do need sponsorship. There are costs associated with broadcasting this, and we do it for free. We don't charge anybody. We don't say to you, you have to pay to watch, unlike some other folks. You watch it for free. World-class commentary, I'd suppose, and you get to see it for free. And so we say to the folks at home, if you're able to contribute, even if it's $1, do so we don't have any difficulties bringing the next one to you, and the next one, and the next one, because there are a number of meets scheduled, and as you can see from the lineup that I have gone through so far, it's quality athletes who take part in these meets, reigning world champions, former world champions, double Olympic champions. So yeah, do your part. Assist us. I want to say, as we're getting, we're almost there, but I want to say to all the folks who are contributing, thank you guys so very much. Yeah, say even $1, contribute $1. We beg you, please, because that contribution will mean that we are able to bring the next one and the next one and the next one. So Marquino 6, big up yourself. Consciously yours, another big up to you. Marcus Messam 3435, big up yourself, my boss. Big up yourself, man. I got you and like everybody who will contribute. Yeah, man, and the real track and field fans, them, yeah. Naturally, Mar, big up yourself as well. Yeah. Big up as well to Sage Gabriel. Watch there. Being strong. Big up, big up, big up, big up. Paul Bogle, big up yourself, my boss. Yeah, man. So the contributions are coming in. I want to let the folks know at home. So Romain Francis, the link to contribute is there. It's linked in the chat. So just look for that link where you can contribute, and we can get that done. Can somebody just type out the way that you contributed, as it's linked there? Just help the folks who are unable to find that link, just to help them. Just type it in the chat real quickly, because the next event is scheduled to start in just about 4 minutes, and it's a women's 100 meters. So just send a text real quickly, folks, to help the folks who want to contribute and not finding the link. Just help them out for me, please, I beg of you, because we don't want to miss the next one. Yeah, man, so let's go again. So Michael Gordon 1498 who contributed, big up yourself. Pristine 5086, big up yourself. And for the folks who want to contribute and not able to do so, I'm asking that those in the chat just help them. Somebody says, consciously yours, says press the $sign and follow the prompt super chat. Simple. Yeah, just the $sign. Just hit the $sign and you're ready to go.
On the field.
So we're almost ready to go. For the contribution link, I think it is pinned, but let me go over it. Make sure that it is pinned. So at 5 p.m. the real action starts. That's about 3 minutes. We have the first heat of the women's 100 meters. We have the men's shot put, the men's long jump, the men's discus throw. So I think the markings for the shot put set up. They're just setting up now for the javelin as well. But everybody wants to watch the 100 meters. This is Speed City, Kingston, Jamaica. Speed City, Kingston, Jamaica. So let's see. The light 664. Thank you. Anita Bell, thank you as well. I think this is Marcus Messam's second contribution. Thank you again, Marcus, coming through for Trackalerts TV. Yeah, looks as if we might be able to bring the next one to you. Folks responding well in the chat. So the first heat is out there. So let's go through the lineup. This is the women's 100 meters heat number 1. We'll start with lane number 1. In lane number 1, we have a schoolgirl from Holy Childhood. She has a personal best of 12.54, Rihanna Laws. In lane number 2, she is from Swept, personal best of 11.06, season's best of 11.38, from Swept again, Joy Levy. In lane number 3, she is from MVP, has a personal best of 11.03, has promised much this season. Finished 5th at the World Indoors in the 60 meters, has a season's best of 11.35, Janelle Smith. In lane number 5, she represents Sprint Tech, has a personal best of 11.00, season's best of 11.07, representing Sprint Tech, Jodine Williams. In lane number 6, she has a personal best of 11.16, season's best of 11.30. She is from Trinidad and Tobago. She represents Optimum, that's Shaniqua Bascom. In lane number 7, another schoolgirl. She has a personal best of 11.66, which is also her season's best. And again from Immaculate, Chevy and Shim. Lane number 8, another schoolgirl. She has a personal and season's best of 12.20. That's Sasha Gay Williams. So 7 in this field. No Emilia Chatfield. Looking to the middle lanes, perhaps Janelle and Jodine, 4 and 5. I was instructed just to take a stride out. Not quite ready. Again, this event scheduled for 5 p.m. It's 5:01. So for the first time today, we go a little bit behind the schedule, just a minute or so. So again, the lineup, it's Laws, Levy, Smith, Williams, Bascom, Shim, Williams, Sasha Gay Williams, the schoolgirl, in lane number 8. No, lane number 2 should have been occupied by Emilia Chatfield. So we go now. Again, heat number 1. Now the women's 100 meters. Again, my eyes are looking to lane 4 and 5. And that's Janelle and Jodine. Janelle looks to be in blue, and Jodine right beside her. Gun sends him off and running. Janelle Smith got a good start. Jodine Williams is right there. It's Janelle Smith, Jodine Williams as well. Janelle Smith holds the advantage, and she's going to hold that advantage to the line. 10.98 is the flash time. The wind speed positive 0.8. Let's wait for the confirmed time. Let's see. 10.99 for Janelle Smith. That's a brand new personal best for the athlete from MVP. Janelle Smith, after years and years, has finally dipped below 11 seconds. And the crowd inside the National Stadium, well, the sputtering inside the National Stadium responds. 10.99 for Janelle Smith. Jodine Williams in second, 11.02. And Bascom, personal best for her as well at 11.08. So that again was just the heat. 10.99, 11.02 and 11.08. Smith, Williams, Bascom, Joel Levy fourth, 11.47. It is on already inside the National Stadium. If you know about the National Stadium, when it rains, it gets quick. And we had a little bit of rain inside the National Stadium early on. As I said, I've been here from before 4 p.m., so more than an hour ago, and had a little bit of rain. Not a lot, just a little. And you know that when the rain comes inside the National Stadium, or when the rain falls inside the National Stadium, it rejuvenates that track and it gets a little bit faster. And 10.99 is the fastest Janelle Smith has ever gone, the former Wilmerian. Let's go back to the chat, see what's happening with my folks. You know you guys are my folks. And the folks are responding. So yeah, man. There we go. The folks are responding in the chat. So big up yourself and big up Janelle Smith. Let me see if I can read a couple of the comments. Dynamic 416 says Janelle is back, even better. Yeah, man. Those who know her story know the resilience of the young miss. Serious injuries. Got in an accident, a car accident a few years ago, and actually had some injuries to her back. And initially, doctors thought it wouldn't be a major impact on her career. That turned out not to be true, and she had back pains for a very, very long time, which hampered her progress. She's finally over that, and at MVP now, she's turning it on. Turning it absolutely on. Personal best now at 60 meters, personal best at 100 meters. Let's go back to the second heat. We'll start with lane number 1. We'll start with the schoolgirl. She has a personal best of 12.27, season's best of 12.57. The schoolgirl from Holy Childhood, Angel Stewart. In lane number 2, she has a personal best of 11.59, season's best 11.96 for Michael Shavona Grant. And in lane number 3, personal best 11.13, season's best 11.39, representing Optimum, Tiana Lee Terrylong. In lane number 4, she has a personal best of 10.54, which makes her the second fastest woman of all time and the fastest woman alive, representing elite, the double Olympic champion Elaine Thompson-Herah. In lane number 5, she is having a breakout season this year. 11.18 personal and season's best, win aided 10.98 from Rassi's to William Nib, now at Dynamic Speed Track Club, Lavanya Williams. In lane number 6 has a personal best of 10.85, season's best 11.29. She is a multiple relay medalist representing MVP Natasha Morrison. Lane number 7 has a personal best 11.64, season's best 11.86 from UTEC, Chanel Dawson. Lane number 8 representing Herbert Morrison, Michaela Gordon. We're all eyes on lane number 4. Double Olympic champion Elaine Thompson-Herah. She's in the pink. Lavanya Williams in blue right next to her. Tiana Lee Terrylong on her inside. Hush inside the National Stadium. Gun sends him off and running. Lavanya Williams got a good start. Also Tiana Lee Terrylong. But here comes the big machine. Elaine Thompson-Herah is moving away from them. Look at the time. 10.93. The flash time. Oh my word. The double Olympic champion has responded. Elaine, the wind speed positive 0.8. The time confirmed now at 10.92 for Elaine Thompson-Herah. Oh my word, the double Olympic champion is well and truly back. Lavanya Williams gets a brand new personal best, 11.04 in second. Tiana Lee Terrylong third at 11.27. And again, this is just the heats. 10.92, 11.04, 11.27. Let's give you the top 8. I apologize if you saw the stiletto of my person in the camera lens. Could not keep myself in my seat seeing Elaine going sub 11. So let's go again. So the top 8, Elaine Thompson-Herah at 10.92 tops the field in terms of the times going into the final. So again, this is a heat. Joniel Smith 10.99, so 2 sub 11s in the heats. Jodine Williams 11.02. Lavanya Williams 11.04 makes the final. So to Bascom, Shanika Bascom with 11.08. Those are the top 5 also into the final with 11.27. Tianali Terrelong, that's 11.27. Joel Lever also makes it with 11.47. And Grant, Shavona Grant makes it into the final with a season's best 11.77. Let me go back to the stream to see if I interrupted you guys any at all. Don't think I did, but if I did, I apologize. I could not stay still. Yes, and for the folks that says she got a sluggish start, she absolutely did. Terrelong on her outside and well inside, and Lavanya on her outside got better start. So Terrelong, Lavanya got up better than Elaine, but once Elaine got into her running, man, trouble is there. Trouble. 10.92 in April with a sluggish start. Season's opener. Oh my. Oh my. Again, reminding the folks in the chat, if you're watching or if you're just tuning in, we're only able to broadcast these meets through the sponsorships. We've tried Corporate Jamaica. Corporate Jamaica has yet to respond to our pleas for assistance in broadcasting these meets. So we're looking towards the funds to help us broadcast these meets. So if you are able to see the link, that's the money sign link, just tap on it and contribute whatever you can. We're not asking you to contribute $1 million or anything like that. Anything you can, please do, so we're able to bring the next one and able to continue doing what we do. Let's go to heat number 1 for the men's 100 meters. This is heat, and we have David Tomlinson, JC Foster in 1. He has a personal and sees his best of 10.59, sorry. In lane number 2, via St. Kitts representing racers, personals and seasons best of 10.50, Shamari Roberts. In lane number 4, via Antigua, personal best of 10.00, seasons best of 10.26. Again from Antigua, CJ Green, the man that had the breakout season last year. In lane number 5, personals best of 9.82, representing Optimum, Brian Lavelle. In lane number 6, representing racers, personal best of 10.38. The man from Guyana, Shamar Ratio. In lane number 7, has a personal best of 9.98. From Barbados, Mario Burke. And lane number 8, from Fusion Athletics, Kevon Benjamin. We're all going to be looking eyes on lane number 5. So lane number 5 is Lavelle. Looks to be in white and blue. If my eyes are not deceiving me, might be. But again, all eyes are on Lavelle. Pulled up in the finals of the 60 meters at World Indoors. Gun sends him off and going, and CJ Green gets a good start. Brian Lavelle is coming on the outside though, as well as Benjamin, but Brian Lavelle takes charge of this one. Lavelle with 10.04 easing down at the line. That's a flash time. Benjamin looks to be coming in for second. His personal best 10.58, so that is going to be a personal best for him. The wind speed positive 1.6. Brian Lavelle confirmed at 10.06. Let's see who gets second. It's Benjamin at 10.20. That's a new personal best for Javon Benjamin, coming from 10.58 to 10.20. The man from Fusion Athletics. CJ Green, he finished third with 10.31. Horatio from Racers fourth in 10.46. There are going to be a total of 8 heats for the men's 100 meters. The top 24 will make it to the seeded final. So we'll have the A final, the B final, and the C final for the top 24 times. So heat number 2 is next. Heat number 2 is next. Let's check back in with the chat. Let's check back in with the chat. So have lots of action later on today, so want to mention Donny B 1870 for making a contribution. Also Anthony Christie 8078 for making his contribution. Again, folks, we want to have you contributing to ensure that we're able to bring the next one. Yelan 20, and thank you again for making your contribution. LJ 7820 says appreciate the coverage, thank you, and we thank you as well for making your contribution. Level, yes, Chrome Dog, that is it. Brian Level is here. So he number 2 is next. Having some fun in the chat. I know it's a track and field me, but we can still have fun. So like, share and subscribe. If you can contribute, like, share and subscribe. Tell a neighbor, tell a friend, tell all your enemy, tell all of them that Trackalerts TV is broadcasting this meet live. I see we have just about 4,900 persons on the broadcast right now. 4,900 of you listening in. I want to bring that over 6,000. So tell your neighbors, tell your friend to come. Somebody says level looks so huge. I mean, at this time in the season, they're probably going to be loading, so they're going to be looking a lot bigger, and then cutting later in the season. So let's go to the second heat. This is heat number 2 of 8. We'll start with lane number 2 from New Era Track Club as a personal best of 10.58. Joel Facey in lane number 3. The former Monroe man representing Optimum now, personal best of 10.52, season's best 10.55. Romario Orlando Hines in lane number 4. The man from Sprintec, also from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, personal best 10.37. McKeish Compton, lane number 5. The man from our man representing Adidas, personal best of 10.08, makes him the second fastest Jamaican junior of all time. DeAndre Daly, lane number 6, a man with a 9.83 personal best, representing racers as Zanel Hughes. Lane number 7, Jelani Elliston, and lane number 8, Jordan Nichols of UTEC. So we're going to be watching 5 and 6. That is Daly and Hughes. DeAndre Daly has gone 10.12 all conditions this year, and so has to be one of those who we're watching out for. I have to also watch for the 9.8 man, Zanel Hughes. So 5 and 6 the lanes to watch. Gun sends him off and running, and there is a break at the start. I saw a little thing there. I don't want to comment on it, don't want to bring the curse on the athletes, but I'm pretty sure I saw something there. I don't know how you guys see it, but yeah. So the chat is exciting. Lots of comments about Otto Bolden and his predictions about what would happen with Elaine. I don't want to say anything about that, but yeah, those early predictions are those predictions from a couple of years ago, not looking to bossy right now. Let's put it at that. So let's answer the questions. Is there going to be a final later on today? Yes, there will be a final. So there will actually be 3 finals for the men and 1 final for the women. There will be A, B, and C final for the men, and the women will have 1 final. And the finalists will be decided by the times. We already have the 8 finalists for the women. We're now going to decide the 24 finalists for the men, as there is a yellow card there. Looks to have gone to lane 7. That's Ellison of Flying Angels. So a reminder to those who are just coming, please, we're asking for your contributions for our ability to broadcast the next one. I'll check the schedule during this broadcast to tell you when the next one is, but we want to give you some viewing of that one. I want to broadcast that one. Again, the lineup: Joel Facey, Romario Hines, McKeish Compton, DeAndre Daly, Zanel Hughes, Jelani Ellison, and Jordan Nichols. We're watching 5 and 6. That's Daly and Hughes. We go for the second time. Gun sends him off. It's clean this time. Lane 4, that's Compton, gets up to a good start. DeAndre Daly is coming. Also Zanel Hughes. Zanel Hughes blows by them now. Zanel Hughes is going to take it 10-0-9 for Zanel Hughes. Slow start for Hughes, but once he got up to his running, he blew past DeAndre Daly. Wind speed for that one, positive 1.3. The time for Zanel Hughes, 10.07. DeAndre Daly in second, 10.26. McKeish Compton, 10.57. Let's answer another one of the questions in the chat about the presence of Gary Card. I don't think he's on the lineup. The pen relays. The pen relays are coming up shortly, and I think he's gone with his team as a UTEC team to the pen relays. They actually had the intercalls the other day, I think about 3 or so days ago. Might be wrong in terms of when it happened, but no more than a few days ago, intercall happened, and he ran 20.59 into a -3 wind. And so with that in his body and with pen relays to come, I think they're being cautious, and he won't run here today, and he'll get ready for the pen relays. Yeah, somebody say they're roasting Otto Bolden in the chat. Otto, my friend, and Otto is my real friend in real life. Like, I talk to him. Otto, my friend, I know you're watching and you're listening. Boy, my friend, they're roasting you, and I know you're not taking that anyway, because I know you are a massive Elaine Thompson-Herah fan. So big up yourself, Otto. Big up yourself. As somebody said, you only gave your opinion, and you can't kill a man for that. Gave his opinion, and sometimes you're right, sometimes you're wrong, but you have to commend those who are brave enough to give their opinions. Let's welcome Chance Green. So somebody asked, has Elaine ran already? Yep. Elaine has already ran 10.92. So Elaine has run, and you missed it. I think we have a finals later on today, and she is in the final. Hopefully she turns up for that. And let's go back, because in this one I have a couple of my good friends, so might be biased, but let's go through the lineup. So we start with lane 2, Sean Sigri. He's in lane number 2. In lane number 3, Davin Fleming from GC Foster. Lane number 4, Javoy Tucker. It was a personal best, by the way, of 10.08. The former national champion, former man from York Castle, Rowan Watson, presenting MVP, is in 5, Javari the Jet. Thomas is in lane number 6. McCoy Curtis Dynamic is in 8. So no lane 7 or 1. Looking perhaps to Watson in 5, the Jet in 6, and maybe Tucker in 4.
I said, yeah, but you have to check me in the morning because I was there waiting for you from morning.
So,
3. I left there at 3.
athletes in their blocks now.
I'm not coming back here until about 9. So that's
So the gun sends him off and running, and Watson gets up to a good start. Rohan Watson on his outside, Javari Thomas, and it's Watson and Thomas, and Watson gets it. 10.18 the flash time for Rohan Watson. The wind speed positive 1.5, sorry, and the time not yet confirmed for Rohan Watson, former national champion. Confirmed time now, 10.16 for Rohan Watson. The wind speed positive 1.5 again. Javari in second, 10.20. That's a season's best for him. Tucker third, 10.47. It's a nice little run there for Rohan. As a young man that I've been following since his days at Champs, never made a Champs final, made a national final and won it. 991, national champion. Can't ever take that away from him. Never made finals at Champs, but got the big one, national championships. Many may say that an Olympic or World Championship title is a big one, but have to be proud of the determined nature of that young man. I can tell you some stories about him as well. And everybody else is done. He's still out there putting in the extra work. So heat number 4 is next. Again, we're going to have 8 heats. And I want to remind the folks in the chat to keep on giving. We want to be able to broadcast the next all-comers meet. We want to be able to do so for the world to see. Let's see, we have 5,200 folks watching at home. We want to get that above 6,000. So remind the folks to like, share, and subscribe. 6,000 is the aim. Once we get to 6,000, we might revise that up, but let's get to 6,000 first. So let's get to the next one, heat number 4. We'll start with lane number 3, representing Swept Track Club, personal best of 10.58. Warren Tucker in lane number 4, the man from MVP, has a personal best of 10.07. That's Michael Campbell. In lane number 5, from Sprintec, he has a personal best of 9.94. Kadrian Golson. In lane number 6, has a personal best of 10.31. He represents Mount Elite. Mazzino Barrett in lane number 7. He has a personal best of 10.13 from MVP. Ramon Barneswell completing the lineup. In lane number 8 has a personal best of 10.51 from MVP. Kashim Green. All eyes will be on Golson in 5. Kadrian Golson, the only man to have gone sub 10 in this field, is a favorite in my estimation. Gun sends him off and running, and Michael Campbell gets up to a good start, but here comes Kadrian Golson. Kadrian Golson is dominating this heat and will take it. Oh my word, look at the clock. 10.02 for the Sprintec man. The wind speed positive 1.8, and the time confirmed now for Kadrian Golson, 10.04. That's the fastest so far on the day. Kadrian Golson turns 29 this year, so can be stated to be a late bloomer, but that 10.04 looked very good. Campbell, that's Michael Campbell, second, 10.49. Barrett in third, 10.50. Let me take a quick peek at the top 8 times so far. So Golson, fastest so far, 10.04. Lefel, second fastest, 10.06. Hughes, third fastest, 10.07. Watson also in the top 4 with 10.16. Everybody else is fighting for a place in the A final. That cutoff mark right now with CJ Green of Antigua at 10.31. 4 more heats to come. The 5th heat scheduled to take place at 5:26. So again, we're just about a minute or so behind the schedule. Have to commend and defend the Bruce James team. They are 99.99% of the times on time or ahead of time. There's long jump going on, so let's give you the leader, Sean D. Thompson with a 7.78. The second place, David Tomlinson with 7.08, and Aubrey Allen, the third athlete over 7 meters, is at 7 meters to be placed third. The shot put event being led by Lavian Kelly of JC with 13.70. The discus throw for women should be going on, but no results there just yet. So let's go back to the 100 meters and go back to heat number 5. So we'll start with lane number 1. In lane number 1, personal best of 10.58. The man representing swept Yankee Yip. In lane number 2, the hurdler, personal best of 10.48. Well, 10.48 over 100 meters, representing elite Tyler Mason. In lane number 3, from Dynamic Speed Track Club, they're calling Grand Plain, as a personal best of 10.29. That's Jordan Morgan, the man with the distinction of getting to the Winter Olympics. Taekwondo Tracy is in 4. In 5, Shakur Williams of Titans. 6, Odean McPherson. And that's the lineup. This is going to be interesting because I'm expecting the running to come from the outside with Tracy, Williams, and McPherson. McPherson has gone 10.10 this year. Personal best 10.06 is really being speeding, has Odean McPherson, and might just be the favorite for this one. He's in lane number 6. Represents Sprintec. Gun sends them off and running, and Shakur Williams gets up to a good start. Also Tyler Mason, the hurdler, is ahead. Again, McPherson is coming though, and McPherson gets it. 10.10 the flash time. But look at Tyler Mason on the inside, the hurdler. The time confirmed for McPherson now 10.09. That's a new season's best for Odean McPherson. The wind speed positive 1.4. Tyler Mason in a second. A massive personal best there for him. He goes 10.15 does Tyler Mason. Shakur Williams in third with 10.17. Tyler Mason, newfound speed. Might be something to watch as he goes over the hurdles later on this season. Tyler Mason, he got a fantastic start. I wasn't necessarily expecting him to blast out of the blocks like that, and at 60 meters he was still holding off the likes of McPherson and Williams, the flat sprinters, and Odean had to put the big ones in to get by Tyler Mason. That's a little bit of a surprise. So let's see where the bubble is at now. I think a few folks have fallen out of the top 8. So top 8 now with Benjamin at 10.20. Shakur Williams at 10.17 is in the top 8. So to Watson is 6th right now with 10.16. The top 4 have all gone 10.10 faster. Heat number 6 I think is up next. athletes behind their block. So let's give you the lineup. In lane 2 from MVP, personal best of 10.59, Ramal Swell. Lane number 3, personal best 10.59, Romario McIntosh. Lane number 4 from MVP, personal best 10.48, Tamar Sales. Lane number 5, man from Elite with a personal best of 10.17, Javorn Dunkley. Lane number 6, and from Dynamic Speed Track Club has a personal best of 10.08. That's Adrian Carr. Lane number 7, that's Jason Lewis. He represents Swept, has a personal best of 10.28. So a pretty even field. The schoolboy Mark West Page should have been in lane number 8. He's not there. So interesting to see what happens. I'm checking back in on the chat every now and again. So Daydreaming Track, thank you for your contribution. Peter B 8819, again, thank you for your contribution. Nikki Fran says thanks for the live feed, keep up the great work. And I'd like to say to you, Nikki Fran, thank you for your contribution. So all the folks at home, again, the message is there. Please support our coverage to help us bring you more live streams. Tap the money sign icon below the comments to make a contribution, or you can Zelle at anthonyfoss@gmail.com and Cash App money sign AAFOS. So if you don't want to put it in the chat, you can Zelle it, you can Cash App it, just get it to us. We want to be able to get you these meets. So do. So there's someone in lane number 1 now. Is there? Let's see, 1, 2, 7 out there. Lineup has 6. So I'm not sure who is in lane number 1. Get that in a second. But we have Sewell, McIntosh, Sales, Dunkley, Carr, and Lewis. Expect close competition here. Again, they're competing for the top 8 times to make it to the A final later. There's a fall start, clear as day. Light. Lane at number 4, that's Demar Sales. I don't have to wait for that one.
The decision of the South crew.
That one was clear as day and night, and maybe even the afternoon and the morning. See the starter's assistant comes across, red card. Lane 4, and he's out. Demar Sales, MVP. Knew he had to get a quick start. Not just way ahead on the field there from Sales. So what I have here now is Sewell, McIntosh. Not sure he's in one. Sewell, McIntosh, Carr, Lewis, and Sales. Couldn't send him off and running the second time of asking, and it's Dunkley who gets a good start. Here comes Adrian Carr, also Lewis, and it's close at the line, might just be Carr. Lewis is right there, the flash time 10.31, the wind speed positive 0.4. Think Adrian Carr might have gotten it. Let's see what the decision is. It's close between Carr and Lewis. And Adrian Carr does indeed get it, 10.29 his time. Jason Lewis in second, 10.30. Dunkley third, 10.33. So that's season's best for Carr and Dunkley. Close to a personal best for Lewis. But those three, and only finished top 3 in that heat, won't have times good enough to crack the top 8. might be good enough for the top 24 because there will be a B and a C final. Let's see. Yep, they are currently seeded 11th for Carr, 12th for Lewis, and Dunkley seeded 14th. So they have a chance to make the B final. So heat 7 is next. And I want to say to my good friend Bruce James, I much rather when you use the numbers rather than the letters. Sometimes the letters can be a little bit harder to track than the numbers. And again, going back into the chat to big up the folks who are at home watching and feeling like they want to just give a quick contribution. The Survivor 24, Gallus 2513, Jolie, let me get that right, that's Joey Lioness 1209, Sexy Jamina. So big up yourselves, all the folks. I think Daydreaming Track is making his second contribution. I'll have to check that, but still, if it's the first or the second, I want to say thank you. Let's see.
In lane number 4, world on the
And want to get into the chat soon, but not right now. Let's get back to the track. So we'll leave the chat and go back to the track. So we'll start with the lane number 1 from St. Jago, that's Trey Barrett. Lane number 2 from UTEC, Milton Creek. Lane number 3, the man from MVP, Mario Williams. Lane number 4, the man from Racers, the fastest Jamaican junior of all time at 9.99, Boaji Nkumi. Next to him, the man who did pretty well at the junior level as well, Sachin Dennis is in 5, Jonathan Houston in 7, Samuel Smith in lane number 8. No, lane 6 should have been Nishiani Banks. Would have loved to see him. Banks. He's done pretty well indoors. Would have loved to see him outdoors. So we're looking maybe to 5 and 4. That's Dennis and Boashi, 2 junior stars looking to make the transition. Boashi in 4, Dennis in 5. Going to send him off and running. Boashi got left in the blocks and Dennis is ahead. Boashi Nkumi is coming though. Sachin Dennis though is holding off Boashi. Sachin Dennis takes it. 10.22 the flash time for Sachin Dennis. Boaji Nkumi slept in the blocks, left in the blocks, and pays the price. 10.19 for Sachin Dennis to win that heat. Boaji Nkumi in second, 10.31. I'll tell you why we're saying he slept in the blocks. The folks at Roster Athletics, Bruce James, World Class Athletics, they already have the reaction times up, and we have reaction time for Boaji Nkumi at 0.26. That is a horrific reaction time there for Boaji, and is a major part of why he was not able to get back to Sachin Dennis. 10.19 for Dennis. Boaji second, 10.31. Third was Mario Williams at 10.58. Let's go ahead and take a look now at the compiled times as we have one more heat to come. So Kadrian Goldson continues to lead all comers at 10.04. Let's see, Sachin Dennis with his time of 10.19 slips into the top 8. So the time start at 10.04 and end at 10.19. That's a top 8. And then we have just about 4 athletes who have gone sub 10.1, so they've gone 10.09 or faster. Let's look to the B finals. We have that starting at 10.20 and number 16 10.33 with Javon Dunkley, and again the top 24 is cut off at 10.57. So folks like Makish Compton 10.57, Taekwondo Tracy 10.53, and Ramon Banjwal 10.51. are all in danger of not even making the C final. So the final heat is next. So first of all, I'm looking at it. No Javon Newby, no Brendan Rodney. So we'll only have 6 in this one. So we'll start the lineup. In lane number 1 from Wilmers, DeAndre Myers. In lane number 2, another Wilmerian, that's David Foster. Lane number 3, the man from Guyana representing Swept, personal best of 10.09, Emmanuel Archibald. Lane number 4, former Stets athlete representing Elite, has a personal best of 10.04, Nigel Ellis. Another Wilmerian in lane number 7 has a personal best of 10.50, that's Kyle Clark. And completing the lineup, yet another Wilmerian in lane number 8, that's Marley Robinson, who has a personal best of 10.50. So we're really watching the likes of Archibald and Ellis in 3 and 4. Those are the only 2 who are not schoolboys in this lineup, Archibald and Ellis. Emmanuel Archibald in 3, Nigel Ellis in 4. Gun sends him off and running, and it's the man in 3, Archibald, who gets a good start. Here comes Nigel Ellis. So Nigel Ellis steps away from Archibald and takes it. 10.16 is the flash time. The wind speed positive 0.9, and Nigel Ellis may have gotten himself into the A final with that run there. Let's see. Positive 0.9, the wind speed. Nigel Ellis, 10.16. The winner there, Emmanuel Archibald in second, 10.40. Myers the third, 10.74. So we have the top 24 now. So let's go to the A final first of all. In the A final, we'll have Kadrian Golson with 10.04, Brian Lavelle with 10.06, Zainal Hughes with 10.07, Adane McPherson 10.09, Tyler Mason 10.15, Nigel Ellis 10.16, Rohan Watson 10.16, Shakur Williams 10.17. Sachin Dennis will be the fastest into the B final with a time of 10.19. Kevon Benjamin 10.20 in there as well. Javari Thomas 10.20 in the B final. DeAndre Daly 10.26. Adrian Carr 10.29. Jason Lewis 10.30. Boaji Imkumi 10.31. CJ Green also 10.31. Those will contest the B finals. The C finals will start with Javor Dunkley at 10.33. Jordan Morgan 10.33 will also be there. Emmanuel Archibald 10.40 will be in the C finals. His teammate Shamar Horatio with 10.46 will be in there as well. Javoy Tucker 10.47 will be in the C finals. Michael Campbell 10.49 will be in the C finals. Mazzino Barrett 10.50 will make the C finals, and we cut off at 10.51 with Ramon Barneswell. That means that Taekwondo Tracy 10.53, Makish Compton 10.57, Mario Williams 10.58 will not at this time make the finals, neither A, B, or C. I say at this time because I do anticipate a couple of these athletes not turning up for the finals, and that means that we might have some folks being shuffled into their place. While we're at it, let's go back over the ladies who made the A final. Well, not A final, but the final for the ladies, because we'll have only one final on the ladies' side. We'll start with Elaine Thompson-Herah at 10.92. Janelle Smith at 10.99, Jodine Williams at 10.02,
400 meters for
Lavanya Williams at 11.04. So that, let's go over it again. Lost track a little bit there. So Elaine Thompson-Herah at 10.92. Jennifer Smith at 10.99. Jodie Ann Williams at 11.02. Lavanya Williams at 11.11. So let's go. So 11.04 Lavanya Williams. Shanique Bascom 11.08. Tianali Taralong 11.27. Joel Levy at 11.47. And Shavonna Grant at 11.77. So I think the 400 meters are up next. Let me just check it. So the 400 meters scheduled to start at 5:50. So just about the next 2 minutes from now, the women will come out and then we'll have the men. We'll have for the women Janelle Josephs, Shericka Jackson, Sadie Williams, and Cheyenne Salmon. So let's get back to the chat. Let's see. So Sean Virgin, thank you again for your contribution. JJ VJ7, thank you for your contribution. And Nexus Performance says, appreciate all the coverage, and with that sends a contribution. Thank you, sir, for your contribution. Jordan Bowen says, well, it doesn't say anything, but he does give a contribution, and we say to you, Jordan, thank you for your contribution. 7 Vans Media says, thanks for the live stream. Your team is truly appreciated, and I must say you guys have improved a lot. Thanks again. And I must say I appreciate those who are seeing the improvement. We know what we should do. It's not a matter of us not knowing what we should do. It's a matter of us having the ability to do it, and that ability is hampered by funding. We want, when we are here, to have at minimum, when I say minimum, I mean minimum, want to have 3 cameramen at minimum. That means we have somebody at trackside, maybe roving, to catch the field events as they happen. We want somebody to be shooting down the backstretch. We want somebody at the media area mounted. So a minimum 3 cameras. We want as well a minimum of 2 commentators, so I don't have to do all the meet by myself or talking all the time. And we want a technical operator. So we're talking about what, 6-7 persons. Right now it's myself and the cameraman, and the cameraman has a stationary camera and a roving camera. That's it. And I have a mic going until my voice stops. So that is a challenge, and that is what we're looking to fix with your contribution, to ensure that we have the ability to bring you world-class track and field. I think we got up just now to 5,695 viewers, just 5 viewers short of 5,700 viewers. We said we wanted to get to 6,000. So let's see if we can get there. Somebody said David see the money coming in and him get excited and confused. I get excited because that means that I'll be here for the next meet and the next meet and the next meet. That's what I'm excited about. I get excited for the track and field. So let's see who said that. Somebody will know me, Ricardo Brown. Big up yourself, my boss. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. So the jumping is going on. So I can see if we can get some shots of the jumps as we get ready for the, well, the athletes are already out for the 400 meters. Somebody says, besides Omar McLeod, Tyler Mason must be the only 110 meter hurdler to clock so close to 10 seconds flat in 100 meters. I think you're talking about Jamaicans. I don't want to be quoted on it, but I think we've had a few hurdlers who have pretty nippy 100 times. But from a Jamaican perspective, probably, I don't know, Tyler, Omar, yeah, Tijor, I'm sure, can run a pretty nippy 100 meters, but I think his personal best is something like 10.3. But yeah, I mean, I'm surprised by the speed that he showed. I don't think I've ever seen him show that ability before. So real Matthew Tapper says, one new gen partner up. Big up yourself, Mr. Well, I can't say Mr. Big up yourself, Coach Tapper. Big up yourself, Coach Tapper. I tell them the story all the time, you know. The very first time when I took up this microphone and talked about my call race, the people them dragged me, literally dragged me. You know the story, Tapper. You were there. And so I say to the folks who have a dream, who want to do something, if you do it the first time and it doesn't go right for you, do it again. Practice. Try and get better at it. I'm not perfect, nowhere near perfect. I'm nowhere near where I want to be, but I think I've gotten a little bit better, and Mr. Tapper, Coach Tapper, can attest to that. Somebody says, yes, Dwight Thomas, that's the name I was looking for. Dwight Thomas has a personal best in 100 meters of 10 seconds flat. So he is a little bit faster than Tyler Mason. That's why I love the chat, you know, the chat give me information. I love the chat, bad man.
Is sponsored by. So
somebody says Portland in the house. That's K-Bless1 says Portland in the house, east and west. Big up Portland. K-Bless says Omar is under 10. Yeah, I think his personal best is 999. And the chat again will correct me if I'm wrong. Tony Rangs sends a contribution, and we say thank you, Tony Rangs. And somebody says Orlando did 10.3 yesterday. Is that for the 100? See, we have more persons reminding us of Andrew Riley as well. Don't forget them. So yeah, man. So it's the likes of Dwight, Riley, Mason, Omar. So we have some pretty nippy 110 hurdlers. So somebody says yes, Omar McLeod did sub 10, 999. So yep. So let's get back to the track. Let's get back to the track. The women's 400 meters.
Gold medals in the 200 meters at the World Championship.
And let me apologize early out for the placement of the flag. So if you're not seeing the athletes fully, not our fault, we didn't place the flag. So let's go to the lineup. We'll start with lane number 7. 400 meters of the hurdler doing the flat event has a personal best 51.22. Shine Summon, lane number 6, personal best. So Shine Summon is in 7. Lane number 6, personal best 49.58. Seda Williams, she's from MVP. Lane number 5, personal best 49.47. From MVP, Shericka Jackson, and lane number 4, also from MVP, personal best 52.33, Janelle Josephs. So it's Summon, Williams, Jackson, Josephs. As a gun sends them off and running. Looks to be Seda Williams, who gets up to a good start. Sada Williams goes to the shoulders now of Summon. Shericka Jackson is a little bit behind Williams now. So it's Williams, then Jackson based on the stagger. Janelle Josephs is also in the mix. Sada Williams of MVP is going away from Shericka Jackson. Shericka Jackson though starts to respond around the bend, but that gap is significant. Williams ahead of Jackson. Summon wants to come, but it's Seda Williams. Seda Williams of MVP and Barbados is going to take this one. Let's look at the clock. 51:38 the flash time. Shericka Jackson in second and Cheyenne Summon in third. So let's get the confirmed time now. Seda Williams 51.38. The winner. 52.77. Shericka Jackson in second, 52.55. Shine Summon third, 52.77, and Janelle Josephs 54.06. So a pretty relaxed run there for all 4 athletes. Well outside all of their personal and season's best. training run really. 3 from MVP, 1 from Sprint Tech. So the men's 400 meters is up next. And I think we're gonna have 3 sections. They're separated in C, B, and A. So the C final is going to be next on track. Then we're gonna have the B final. And that's going to be featuring the likes of Javon Francis, Marcinio Rose. And let's take a sneak peek at the A final. Oh, this is pretty good. There's the likes of Bavell McPherson, Raheem Hales, DeAndre Watkins, Jeremy Bembridge. So, pretty good section there. But let's get back to the C final. So this one has been devastated by DNS. So we had 7 originally on the lineup, but only 4 out there looks like. So we'll start in 7. In lane number 7, that's Cameron Davis of Dynamic Speed Track Club. Lane number 5, Amali Harry of GC Foster. Lane number 4 from UTech, Siobhan Wardlow. And completing the lineup, the man from Bahamas, Gregory Seymour. He's in lane number 3. So only 4 out there for this one, the C finals. No Dorian Douglas of St. Diego. Well, the St. Diego athletes, lots of St. Diego athletes on the lineup. None of them turning up. The schoolboys, as a gun sends them away and running. The man on the outside, that's Davis, Kemar Davis, has gone out pretty strongly. Also going strongly on his inside looks to be Siobhan Wardlow. So it's Davis and Wardlow with 200 meters to go. Based on the stagger, those 2 might just be ahead. Kemar Davis might slightly be ahead of Wardlow as they go around the bend. Kemar Davis ahead of Wardlow. Wardlow though steps around the bend and steps past Kemar Davis on his inside. That looks to be Seymour. That's Wardlow and Seymour. Let's see as they go to the line. Might just be the man on the inside. That seems to be Seymour based on my clock here. So Gregory Seymour, 47.97, winning that one. Siobhan Wardlow, former Kingston College man, now at UTech, in second, 48.04. Kemar Davis, who ran very hard for the first 300 meters, 48.44 in third. And the man from Guyana, training at GC Foster, Amali Harry, in fourth at 49.18. So the 400 times not necessarily representing or reflecting the kind of speed that we saw in the 100 meters. So let's see if that changes in the B final. So the B final is up next, and it does look as if we have a few more athletes out there for the B final than we had for the C final. Let's look. I'm looking to 6. That's a transporter. Javon Francis, he's out there. He's a crowd favorite. Marcinio Rose is out there as well. He's in 7. And those are the 2 I probably will be paying a close eye to early in the race. And again, there's a 400 meters, so things change during the race. I can't pick it up. So let's go to the lineup though. In lane number 8, he has a personal best of 47.64, representing UTech. That's Miguel Spence. In lane number 7, he has a personal best of 45.90. Is that racers now? That's Marcinio Rose. In lane number 6 has a personal best of 44.50. Multiple relay medalist for Jamaica. He now trains at Swept Track Club. That's the transporter Javon Donkeyman Francis. In lane number 5, he is from UTEC, has a personal best of 47.61. That's Matthew Morris. In lane number 4 has a personal best of 47.80. Representing Dynamic Speed Track Club, Wayne McPherson. Lane number 3 has a personal best of 47.90. Chance Sigri. And completing the lineup in lane number 1 from GC Foster, that's Yashim Daniel. The lineup for the men's 400 meters section B. We're looking to the men on the outside, 6 and 7. 6 is Javon Francis, 7 is Marcinio Rose. Gun sends them off now, and it looks as if in 7. Marcinio Rose got up to a good start. Javon Francis, though, is tracking on his inside. Going well as well is Wayne McPherson. Javon Francis, though, is tracking Marcinio Rose as they go through the first 200 meters. As expected, the top 2, Rose and Francis. Marcinio Rose ahead of Javon Francis. Around the bend, though, it's Javon Francis who's doing most of the work, trying to reel in Marcinio Rose. But Marcinio Rose says, no, you won't catch me today. Marcinio Rose finds another gear and starts to go away from Javon Francis. And Marcinio is going to take this one. Sub 46 for him. 45.98 for Marcinio Rose. That is a new season's best for Marcinio Rose. Training at Racers now. 45.98 for Marcinio Rose. Javon Francis also gets a personal, no, not a personal best, but a season's best at 47.04. Yashim Daniel in third, 49.53. So the top 2, as expected, finishing first and second. Marcinio Rose, Javon Francis, sub 46 for Rose. Former KC man. Personal best, by the way, 45.90. So not too far away from his personal best was Marcinio Rose. In case you're wondering, we have just about 2 more hours in the broadcast. So lots of time, lots of track and field to come. And keeping an eye on the track, on the chat and the track. And we have 5,700 people in the chat. And want to remind you that you can make a contribution to the broadcast. It is free, but in order to continue to broadcast these meets, we do need assistance. It is critical. So if there's anything that you can contribute, please, we're begging, pleading with you to do so, so we can continue to bring these meets for you. So let's go to the lineup for the A final. We'll start with lane number 7.
Lane 5.
He has a personal best of 45.55. Season's best 45.62. The man from Racers, Jeremy Bembridge. Lane number 6 has a personal best of 44.48. Season's best 45.50. Representing Elite, DeAndre Watkin. Lane number 5 has a personal best. Well, I know that's wrong. So we'll go to lane number 5 from Racers, Raheem Hales. Lane number 4 from MVP, that's Rashawn Semester. Lane number 3 has a personal best of 44.51. The man from Racers, Bavel McPherson. Lane number 2, Supreme Athletic Track Club. That's Evaldo Whitehorn, and completing the lineup in 1:47.68. His personal best, the man from GC Foster, Shaquin Shand. And we're probably going to be watching again the folks on the outside, like of Hales, Watkin, and Bembridge. And the purple top, that is Watkin. And the gun sends them off, and Hales responds well to the gun and takes a step or two out of the stagger from DeAndre Watkin. Watkin, though, goes to work down the backstretch and starts to step a little bit away. Also going well, Semester. DeAndre Watkin is going well. Hales on the inside, 150 meters to go, and Jeremy Bembridge on the outside might be leading just ahead of Hales. Bembridge and Hales come into the straightaway, almost neck and neck. Watkin is trying to come. Jeremy Bembridge, Hales, here comes Watkin coming through, both of them in the middle. It's DeAndre Watkin, 45.50, the flash time for DeAndre Watkin. Bembridge looks to finish second, and Hales right in there as well. Let's see. 45.50 the flash time, and there was 3 of them at the line. DeAndre Watkin equals his season's best at 45.50. Jeremy Bembridge just misses out on a season's best at 45.63. Hales also just missing out on his season's best at 45.68. Pavel McPherson fourth, 47.28. Which reminds me, I should have spoken about this. I'm going to talk about it when I do get the chance. But I'm thinking, and I know the folks in the chat will let me know if they disagree with me, that hold the thought. Hold that thought. Let me just check the lineup. So the 800 is next. The men's 800 meters is next.
.63 for Bembridge. That's just 1/102nd outside of the season's best. 45.50, certainly a season's best with DeAndre Watkin, and the fastest time among the men over 400 meters.
Yeah, I said wholly the thought because the 800 was next and the 400 just completed, but the team to the World Relay is named, and I was a little bit surprised when one name was left off that team. That's Kemar Farquharson. I think he has done well in terms of 400 relays, and so I was a little bit surprised that Kemar Farquharson was not included. He ran at the World Relays, and I thought he did very well, and so I'm a little bit surprised that he was not selected. Again, 5,800 of you on the chat. Again, we're looking to get to 6,000 viewers on the chat. Like, share, and subscribe. That's a surprise. So like, share, and subscribe. Yeah, somebody says that this is Nikki Fran. By the way, Nikki Fran is one of those who is ensuring that we are able to bring the next meet to you. Again, big up yourself, Nikki. She says, Nikki Fran says, where was it? I'm pretty sure. Well, it was actually Ricardo Brown who actually contributed as well. So Ricardo Brown says Kemar Farquharson seems to be the best 400 meter runner this year. I'm supposing he means for Jamaica, the best 400 meter runner for Jamaica. And at this point, right now, I would not necessarily argue with you. I think he ran the 400 meters recently and did 45.3. Is he faster than, let's say, an Antonio Watson at this time? I don't know, but I won't argue with it. He seems to be in fantastic form right now. Does Kemar Farquharson, so I'm a little bit surprised he wasn't selected, unless, of course, he made the decision not to go. So not sure what happened there, but I would have loved to have seen him on our World Relays team.
Once more the lineup. Shaquem Evans of Calabar.
I think somebody says he's in school. Yeah, I think he's still in school, but he was allowed to come for the World Indoors. So I'm supposing they would let him go for the World Relays. I don't know. Just I would have loved to have had him. That's all I'm saying. So the next event on track is the 800 meters. Only 3 athletes in this one. Shaquem Banks is in lane number 1. Alex Taylor of VIP Track Club is in 4, and on the outside, that's Odin Davidson of Calabar, and it looks to be Davidson who is leading after 200 meters. So Davidson leading his teammate Ebanks.
The top 2 at the moment.
So 2 from Calabar, Davidson and Ebanks, ahead of Alex Taylor of VIP Track Club, who is in 3rd. By the way, Davidson has a personal best of 1 minute 54.33, goes through the first 400 meters in just about 56 seconds. And Ebanks in 2nd, a bit back, Taylor behind Ebanks, and 56 seconds for the first 400 meters is just about
56 seconds over
154 pace. So 200 meters to go. And the man, Odin Davidson, who has led from gun to tape, continues to lead. Again, his personal best, 1 minute 54.33. Might just be outside of that based on the pace. 1 minute 38 on the clock as he rounds the bend and comes into the straightaway. He is looking for sub 1 minute 54.33 as Alex Taylor comes into 2nd ahead of Shaquem Banks. And Davidson is going to miss out on a personal best, but he's going to win 1 minute 57.44. Taylor comes in for 2nd and Banks in 3rd.
Ladies and gentlemen, 800 meters.
So I want to also, because folks are getting big up on the chat for contributing via chat, I want to say thank you to Joanna, Jalissa, Brendan, Efon, Kevon, Petrian. Oh my, Paulette, Charmaine, and I want to pronounce this name so bad. I hope I'm going to pronounce it right. Osiris. I think I got it. Osiris. Hope I got it right. If I didn't, I apologize. But big up to the folks who are contributing and continue to contribute. So big up to the folks. Let's see how many of you are watching the stream.
The next event on track.
Last I checked, we were at 5,800. Oh my word! Why have we dropped to 5,500? Come on, folks! Jamaica, the world, get it going, get it going. We want to get to 6,000 before the end. Let's give you some field events results. Well, let's close out the 800 meters for men. So Dane Davidson Calabar, 1 minute 57.44 winning. Alex Taylor of VIP Track Club second, 2 minutes 02.56. From Calabar, Shakim Ebanks third, 2 minutes 03.73.
And third, GC Foster.
And so the 800 meters is done and dusted. The men's 400 meter hurdles is next. And let's see if we can get some results from the field. Nothing yet for the discus. Let's see the shot put women. Katie Gordon leading there. She's from Troyes R Us with 12.79. That's a leading mark. Altanique James of UTEC, 12.63 in second. And that's the women's shot. Let's go to the women's long. That's just starting. So we have just one mark in the women's long jump. Kaniga Powell with 5.43, the only mark we have so far. Let's see. Let's go to women's discus. That event being led by Samantha Hall after 3 throws. She has a best throw of 61.70. She fouled on the first. Second was 60.62. And third throw 61.70. She has thrown as far as 66.39 this year, and that's a season's and personal best for her. She's the only athlete over 50 meters, only athlete over 60 meters. Brianna Monteith in second at 48.54.
MVP Samantha Hall.
And let's go back to the men's long jump. That was won by Sean D. Thompson with, Yep, it was won by Sean D. Thompson, 7.78. He retired after only taking 2 jumps. First round, 7.32. Second round, 7.78, and then he retired. Aubrey Allen finished second with a jump in the 6th round of 7.38 being his best jump. That jump, by the way, managed to take him from 3rd into 2nd, and just ahead of David Tomlinson of GC Foster, who did 7.21 for 3rd. Let's see any more field events results going. Let's see as the hurdles are being set up for the men's 400 meter hurdles. That is scheduled for 6:30 p.m. So it's now 6:20. So we're actually ahead of the schedule. World-class athletics providing world-class production. Again, 6:30 is a start time for the hurdles. I see with the folks watching at home, they're starting to fall off a little bit. I want you to tell the folks at home who are deciding they have something better to do. The women's 200 meters is up at 6:45, and you want to watch that. The women's 200 meters. Let me give you some names in the women's 200 meters. So Bascom, who did 10.0 earlier today, she's in there. So too Lavanya Williams, who did 10.0. Not sure if those two will turn up for the 200 meters and then the 100 final. So I'm not sure if they will turn up for the 200. Let's see how that works out. But their names are listed for the 200 meters. Also listed, Tina Clayton, Tia Clayton, Alana Reed, Akira Nugent, all listed for the 200 meters. The B final will have the likes of Sasha Gay Williams and Keelan Smith, and you want to watch that. But the A finals is stacked. Bascom, Levy, Williams, Clayton, Reed, Clayton, Nugent. It is absolutely stacked. So the folks who are running away from the feed, I'm asking you to come back. We're at 5,300 and the women's 200 meters starts in 20 minutes. Why would you want to miss the Clayton twins running with Alana Reed, with Lavanya, with Bascom? So tell the folks to come back so we can all watch together the women's 200 meters. Also want to thank Arthur McIntosh 387 for his contribution. Yeah, man. William Seymour says we are here. You are here. I know you are here. Absolutely know you are here. But over the last 20 minutes or so, just about 500 of you folks at home have
the 110 meters hurdles
gone off. Let's see, somebody is asking for some field events while we await the 400 hurdles. Let's see if we can get some discus throw. Are you focusing on the long jump? So long jump going on. And let's see.
Back to the discus throw. Samantha Hall of MVP.
So Samantha Hall is, let's see if we can get Samantha Hall. Somebody's requesting the discus. So this is her 4th round effort, Samantha Hall. That looks decent from Samantha.
Looks like a decent effort, you know.
Looks very decent from Samantha Hall. Let's see what the measurement is on that.
61.7.
She leads the discus throw event. Does Samantha Hall with 61.70. 60.13. That one from Samantha Hall. So 3 legal throws and all 3 throws over 60 meters. So for the folks, who are asking for some discus throw, you got it, discus throw there. And somebody's asking, is Shericka running in the 100 finals? No, Shericka Jackson, she was only listed for the 400 meters. She has done the 400 meters and she is done. Vibes with Dare says, what time is the 400 hurdles? It's scheduled for 6:30 and the hurdles are already up. I'm seeing the athletes starting to set their blocks, so we're going to be going off at 6:30. As I said, Bruce James and his team is no play stuff. If they say 6:30, at 6:30 they're going to be there. Might be a minute or two late, but no more than that. That's something that I've come to recognize and appreciate Bruce James and his team for. And not only the results are up quickly, but they are usually on time. And I can say that as somebody who has announced at multiple meets where Bruce James and his team is working, they are on time. And so when folks say that they are unprofessional, on time, and all those other derogatory terms, I get quite upset because I know it's simply not true. Not true any at all. Let's get back to the chat.
61 points.
No. Somebody said she's done for the day. So Beerback says
The 400 meters hurdles for men.
the one said, someone said, all right, so yeah, Shericka will not run again for today. Let's put it at that. She will not run again today. She was only done for the 400 meters. She is not going to run again. Somebody says, give a shout out to Nayaka Clunis for her recent hammer throw national record. I'll get that record. I want to be sure that I get the correct distance. I think it was over 72 meters, but I want to show appreciation for Miss Clunis and her national record. I know she's been a warrior, an absolute warrior in that event. Can somebody just give me the actual record? Yeah, I remember what happened to her in 2024 with the whole mix-up, and should have been at the Olympics, and it was a massive mix-up and wasn't able to make the Olympic journey. So somebody just remind me, I know it's over 72 meters. Yeah, here we go, 72.05. Why I love the chat again. So respect to Nayaka Clunis and her national record at the hammer throw. Hold on, somebody says 72.03. Is it 72.03 or 72.05? Somebody confirm that. While I confirm that, I want to say thank you as well to HK Borland for the contribution. And big up to all the folks in the chat who are here with us and have been here with us. We're back up to 5,400 and we're rolling into the 400 hurdles. When that is completed, we will go to the 200 meters for women, and I'll confirm Nayaka Clunis's national record after this.
Let's welcome from Racers Track Club via Dominica, Derek Luke. In lane number 5, we're from Titans Track Club, Delmar.
So let's get back to the action on track. As I said, the event schedule at
from New Era, Malachi Needham. Lane 2, Jordan Taylor. And in
6:30, they have Romario Stewart as DNS, but I'm seeing him there in lane number 8. Well, he should have been in 7, and he's just coming now in lane number 7. So looks as if he will compete from lane 7. So let's go to the lineup. Tyler Ferguson, personal best 52.63, is scheduled to be in lane number 8. Lane number 7 should be Romario Stewart, who has a personal best of 50.11. Danique Luke of Racers has a personal and season's best of 48.37. He's scheduled to be in 6s there. Watch out for him. He has the fastest personal and season's best in the field by some distance. Demar Murray is scheduled to be in lane 5. Is from Titans. Has a personal best of 49.69. Zachary Chamberlain of Titans is scheduled to be in lane number 4. He has a personal best of 51.83. Malik Needham of New Era is in 3, has a personal best of 52.30. Jordan Taylor is in lane number 2, has a personal best 52.67. Romain Campbell Michael in 1. Says here season's best 52.85. So full field for this one. 8 athletes out there. Watching for Danique Luke, did 48.37 a couple of weeks ago. Slow start there for Danique Luke. Man on the outside, that looks to be Romario Stewart, got up the best of the field, but here comes Danique Luke, the 48.3 man, storming down the backstretch. Danique Luke races Grenada. That's Dominica, sorry, Danique Luke. Sorry to my friends from Dominica. Danique Luke is going well. Also, Demar Murray on his inside. As they go around the bend, it's Danique Luke and Demar Murray fighting it out over the final flight of hurdles. 2 flights to come. Demar Murray is ahead of Danique Luke. Danique Luke, though, responds. Final flight here for Danique Luke. Dominican takes charge. Danique Luke is going to win this one. 49.36. Dive to the line for Danique Luke.
They'll receive a boost from Supplegen for their efforts.
And he gets it. This event sponsored by Supplegen, and they will get a case of Supplegen. I'm wondering if the folks at Supplegen want to sponsor the next one. Give the commentator a little bit of a boost as well. Wouldn't mind. So if you're listening to the track and field and you have some connections with Supplegen, shout them out, tell them we want a little bit of sponsorship as well. Cash or kind. Cash or kind. We'll take a case of Supplegen. While we do that, I want to say thank you as well to Lady D3579 for her contribution. She says, thanks for being you. I would never ever want to be anyone else but myself, Lady D. And thank you again for your contribution. The links are there, and the way to support the stream is there. And somebody says condolences to the family of those 8 kids in Louisiana. I've heard something about something that's happening in Louisiana. I haven't gotten the full 411 on what's happening, but condolences to those who have lost a loved one, and condolences to the family. Let's see. Let's go to the chat again. Somebody is mentioning that hammer throw doesn't have heavy challenging feel compared to other field events. It's not even done at jumps. Is it even done at curved level? I know the javelin is done at curve, but do we do the hammer throw anywhere? I can't remember seeing the hammer throw anywhere in Jamaica. Yeah, it's something that we should look into. Leon Pricey says 49.3. Meh. Yeah, I mean, if you've gone 48.3, you might be a little bit disappointed going 49.3. Zeb says, you want a case of Supplegen? Yeah, of course, why not? I love a boost. I've been going at this for what now, 2 hours, and I have 2 more hours to come. So 4 hours non-stop talking. You need a boost. Supplegen, shout me, or shout Trackalerts, and see if we can work something out. And if Supplegen doesn't shout us, Corporate Jamaica, we'll welcome you, no matter who you are. Any thought of contribution, cash or kind, would help. Lilith Harrison says she's watching from Philadelphia, and watching she is as the number of folks at home watching increases yet again. We're now at 5,600. Remember, we're working our way to 6,000, so good to see that we're back up, getting back the numbers. And let's see, we have a contribution here from Zeb, who says, love the coverage as always, and as always we try to provide you with the best possible coverage. As you've noticed over the last few months or so, I've not always been able to have a commentator being at the meets, and so the quality of the coverage hasn't always been as it should be. So now that we have you folks at home sending your contributions in, saying to us that you want this quality coverage, we are now duty bound to ensure that we improve the coverage and make it even better. So what you love, we want to improve. And again, we say, Corporate Jamaica, folks at home, help us out, please. Bringing world-class athletics to the world. There's nowhere else in the world, nowhere, I say it with my chest out, nowhere in the world where you can go to a development meet. It's not an era meet, it's not a paid meet. The athletes are not being paid to run here. It's a regular development meet, and you can see the level and quality of athletes that we have here. Absolutely amazing. And all of this is free to you at home. It's a small contribution to come into the stadium, but if you're at home watching Trackalerts TV, it's free for you. You don't have to pay $1. You're good to go. And so we say to those who are able to contribute, please. So Rocco says, when is the 400? 400 has already been completed, so 400 gone. Is Elaine coming back for the finals? That's a very good question. Wrong person. We don't know if she's coming back. Oh, so we're being told now that she. Well, let's hold that one. Let's hold that until we get confirmation.
Of 64 meters.
So discus throw results coming in now. And Samantha Hall,
April, I think you can all give her a big hand.
it's her birthday for Samantha Hall. I'm not going to tell you how old she is today, but meet record for her on her sixth and final, well, on her fifth throw, so she has one more throw to come. So on her fifth round throw, she went 64 meters, which is a meet record. Birthday girl Samantha Hall. Big up Samantha Hall. So I want to send big ups to Samantha. You can send the big ups in the chat. I'll make sure she sees them. And I want to say also Vilma or Vilman Duki 7799. Thank you for your contribution. Tommy Bridges says, I'm Brooklyn, New York, Jamaica. Good job, indeed. Let me tell you about Jamaica's track and field, and people don't understand this, you know. Jamaica's track and field is grassroots. It's authentic. It's people who love the sport, who do this. What you're seeing here is for free. The folks are volunteering. The officials are volunteering. The athletes themselves are literally volunteering themselves because they're not being paid to be here. Your commentator, your video man, you can call it volunteer too, because although we get little bus fare money or whatever, it is literally volunteer. So we're doing this out of the love of our hearts. So sometimes when I see some of the harsh criticisms that come in, it kind of makes me feel disappointed because folks don't understand the kind of work that goes in to put on a free event, and people sacrificing their Sunday afternoons, leaving church early, leaving the Sunday dinner early to come to the National Stadium to ensure that you have track and field to enjoy. It is a hard task, but we do it for the love. Chronic says we do it for the love, we don't do it for the likes. So the women's 200 meters is up next. The women's 200 meters is up next. Somebody says, Leon Prices, I don't know why Turkey never invest in their youth and send some to Jamaica to learn what that million is. Yeah man, I agree. And I said it on my program. By the way, I have a program on Tuesdays, track and field program on Tuesdays on Omega KLS 89.9. And that's one of the things I said when we spoke about the transfer of allegiance. I said, if Turkey wants to be a force in track and field, if they want to excel in track and field, the best way to do it is to do it via grassroots, to invest in their youngsters, to invest in the program, and to invest in getting to the next level. I said, go to GC Foster. There's so many coaches, excellent coaches, who are graduating from GC Foster in a couple of months. Literally, in a couple of months, they're done with their training at GC Foster. It's world-class training. And they won't have a home. They won't have a home. They won't have a school to go to. They won't have a track club to go to. And they are available. Come, recruit some of them to Turkey, help to integrate them into your system, and you'll be surprised what happens. There are some coaches from Jamaica, from GC Foster, who are in places such as India. I think we have some in Kenya as well. So invest in those coaches, invest in the people around Jamaica's track and field, and help to develop your track and field. Because when you pay for an athlete, when you buy an athlete, and it sounds kind of funny, but yeah, when you pay for an athlete or buy an athlete, when an athlete's career is over, your investment is done. However, when you build a program, that program keeps on giving and giving and giving and giving. So it's like the parable. Is it a parable? Oh no, it's like the saying that you teach a man to fish rather than give him a fish. So Turkey is trying to buy a fish rather than learning how to fish. But tell you what, the 200 meters for
22.09 seconds set on the 10th of April.
The 200 meters for women is up next. And somebody says the local Turkish athletes are complaining. If I was a Turkish athlete, I absolutely would be complaining. Because imagine me that look forget on the Turkish team for go Olympics or World Championships, and you just go buy an entire team, 20 somebody, just boom, come in, and all of a sudden now me can't make the Turkish team. I mean, born, grow and live here. I know me can't make the team because you go buy 20,000 different persons. If I'm a Turkish athlete, I'd be complaining too. I mean, yeah. But enough of that. Enough of the turkey. Let's build the cat. The 200 meters for women is up next. We're trying to find out if Elaine is going to return for the 100 meters. As soon as we get information on that, we will let you know. But suffice it to say, the women's 100 meters is scheduled for 7:35. So less than an hour from now. So just about 52 minutes from now will be the women's 100 meters. And again, we are searching for the information as to whether or not she will turn up. But what I would suggest is you be here anyway. There is going to be quality athletes competing, and you won't want to miss that. And somebody asked, what is the secret to Jamaica's success? It's love. We love track and field body in Jamaica. I'll tell you, I was at a meet, well, not even a meet, I was at a sports day for basic school. A basic school sports day 3 days ago. Nowhere in the world are you going to see that. Basic school champs.
And in lane 3 from Holy Childhood, Sasha.
And people are just going crazy. So the 200 meters B finals is on track. Now let's see the lineup. It's Williams, May, Stewart, Gordon. So 4 in this one. Williams in 3, May in 5, Stewart 6, and Gordon in lane number 7. So the gun sends them off and running. This is the B finals of the women's 200 meters, even over the first 100 meters. On the outside, Michaela Gordon might just have it. Angel Stewart of Holy Childhood, though, on the inside comes past her. And it's Angel Stewart of Holy Childhood who has this one firmly in the bag. Angel Stewart is going to come to the line now to take this one. Flash time 24.88. And Michaela Gordon, Herbert Morrison in second. 24.88. The wind speed positive 0.3. Confirmed now 24.87 for Angel Stewart of Holy Childhood. And we're at the time now for Michaela Gordon of Herbert Morrison. And
the second heat is
up next. Let's see. Let's see. So I'm going to give my thoughts on the AB team for Jamaica at the Worlds and Olympics, but I'm going to have to get to the next one here. So this is the A race, and let's see who turns up for this A race first of all. So Dura Levy, DNS, Lavanya Williams, DNS. So Bascom is there. Nugent is there, the Clayton twins are there, Alana Reed is there. So that is the 6 listed originally, not 6 but 8 listed originally, and 7 listed originally, and 5 have turned up. So we'll have Akira Nugent, the sprint hurdler in lane number 8. Lane number 7 will be Tia Clayton. Lane number 6, Alana Reid. Lane number 5, that's Tina Clayton. And Shanique Bascom, who ran the 100-meter early on and is scheduled to run the 100 finals later on. She's going to be in lane number 2. So that's the lineup. It's Nugent, Clayton, Reid, Clayton, Bascom. While we await those athletes to get their blocks ready, let's see if we can get some predictions. First of all, let's see predictions for the winner for this one and the times. Let's see if we can get some folks being super fans. Predict the winner of the women's 200 meters and the times they will run. So let's see. Get back to the lineup. So we'll start with lane number 8.
We welcome the Jamaican
Form racers.
national record holder over the 100.
She is a national record holder over the hurdles. She has a personal best over 200 meters of 23.10. She has gone 23.35 this season over the distance.
In lane number
7,
an Olympic finalist over 100.
she has gone 23.09 over 200 meters. Olympic finalist in the 100 meters from MVP. That's Tia Clayton.
Reigning world under 20 champion over 100 meters. The Jamaican under 20.
She has gone
over 100.
in lane number 6. She has gone 22.95 as a personal best of 10.92 at 100 meters. That's Alana Reid. Lane number 5. She is a silver medalist from the World Championships 100 meters last year. As a personal best over 200 meters of 23.11 from MVP Tina Clayton. In lane number 2, representing Optimum from Trinidad and Tobago. She has a personal best of 23.36, Shaniqua Bascom. So Bascom in 2, then Clayton, then Reid, then Clayton, then Nugent on the outside. 5 in it. A reminder, we're asking you, make the prediction who you think will win and their time. Seeing lots of predictions coming through. And the 100 meters final, for those who are asking, the women's 100 meters final starts at 7:35. And then we'll go to the men's B, C, and then A final. So after the 200 meters A final for women, we'll have 3 sections of 200 meters for men. Then the hurdles, we'll start the 110 hurdles, then the 100 meter hurdles for women, and then we'll go into the 100 meter finals. So lots of sprinting, some hurdling to come. Again, let's go back to the A final, scheduled for 6:50, which is 6:50 right now. It's Nugent, Clayton, Reid, Clayton, Bascom. Bascom in lane number 2 all by herself. No one on her inside, no one on her outside. To her right, that is. Gun sends them off and running, and Tina Clayton gets a good start. Also good start for Tia Clayton. It's a twin combo over the first 100 meters. Alana Reid wants to come into it. It's Tia Clayton who is ahead. Alana Reid in the middle. Tia Clayton, Bascom on the inside, and it's Shaniqua Bascom who takes over. Shaniqua Bascom is going to win it here. 22.69 for Shaniqua Bascom.
22.69 for Shaniqua
It was Clayton Reed, but Bascom stole the win, 22.68 from lane number 2. The wind speed positive 0.5. That is legal. That's a new personal best for Bascom. Alana Reed, 22.89, personal best for her in second. Tina Clayton in third, 23.02. That looks to be a personal best as well. And Tia Clayton in fourth, 23.04. That may very well be a personal best for her as well. So personal best all the way down to fourth. In fifth, Akira Nugent of Racers with 23.91. I'm sure no one predicted that. If you predict that, you are special. Someone did predict the time, said Alana 22.66, but it was Bascom 22.68, sorry. Bascom taking the win there. I'm looking to see if anybody said Bascom. Not seeing any Bascoms at all. Seeing lots of Tia and Tina and Alana, but no Bascom. Remember, Bascom, she ran earlier today, and I'm pretty sure she ran a personal best in the 100 meter heats. I'll check it, but I know she ran 10.0. And I'll go through a little rant in a second about what is going on. So Bascom, personal best early on, 11.08 for the 100 meters. Personal best 200 meters, 22.68. She is coached by Shelley. Not Shelley and Fraser, but the coach Osborne and Optimum, same coach as Brian Lavelle.
It's done in reverse order based on
same coach as Delano Kennedy.
Let's go.
So double personal best, 100 meters, 200 meters for Bascom, and we go to the men's 200 meters now. As I've hit my target, 6,000 of you watching this feed, this live, 6,000 folks, local and abroad. Trackalerts TV hitting the mark.
In lane number 5, Rashid Bugam of Monroe.
So let's go to the lineup that I have here. We have Ryan Tucker of Swept in lane number 8. Lane number 7, Kimani Sterling. Lane number 6, Mazino Barrett. Lane number 5, Rashid Buckham. Lane number 4, Nikolai Palmer. Lane number 3, Romario Hines. And lane number 2, Romario McIntosh. I'm looking out there, looks to be that, well, lane number 8 missing. That should have been Tucker. So only 6 here. So it's Sterling, Barrett, Buckham, Palmer, Hines, and McIntosh. Fastest on personal best, Hines at 20.74. Fastest on season's best, Barrett at 21.38. So Gunn sets them off and running for the first heat. On the outside, Barrett and Sterling go strong. On the inside, also going strong. That looks to be Hines in 3, but it's a man in 6, Mazino Barrett, who is going to go away to win this one. Mazino Barrett takes it. Looks to be Sterling in second, 21.22. The flash time there might be a season's best, 21.26. For Barrett is indeed a season's best. Wind speed positive 0.8. Kimani Sterling of Racers in second, 21.37. Romario McIntosh in third, 21.57. So C is out the way. B is next. And we're working our way up to the A race.
21.68 for Mario Hines. Nikolai Palmer.
Quick look at the A race reveals that the likes of Oblique Civil, Akeem Blake, Adrian Carr, Antonio Watson all listed. Not sure if all will turn up, but we have quite a lineup for the A race. But we get to the B race first. It is scheduled for 7 p.m., which is about 4 minutes from now. The 100 finals start at 7:35. So let's go to the B race. It's been decimated, absolutely decimated by DNS, which means that we'll only have 3 in the B race. Lano Kennedy, the quarter miler, personal best of 20.70. Again, he's training with Coach Osborne at Optimum.
Let's go to the line.
He's going to be in lane number 7. Lane number 3 will have Kieran Griffiths of Racers as a personal best of 20.43. And in lane number 1, the man from Bahamas, Gregory Seymour, has a personal best of 21.77. The men's discus throw is going on as well. So we'll give you some results from the discus throw in just a second. But it's Kennedy, Griffiths, and Seymour. By the way, Kieran Griffiths, he's from Barbados. The Bajans doing quite well in the recently concluded Curfta Games as the grandstand, National Stadium, starts to see a few more folks coming in. Kennedy, Griffiths, Seymour. That's a 3, Kennedy in 7, Griffiths 3, and Seymour 1. Gunn sends them off and running here, only 3 in this one, and Griffiths gets out to a good start. Griffiths is running down Kennedy on the outside. The quarter miler will have to respond to this early run from Kieran Griffiths. It might already be over as Kieran Griffiths is stepping away from this field. Kieran Griffiths is going to win this one. Let's see the time, 20.77, the flash time for Griffiths. Kieran Griffiths of Racers. Let's wait on the confirmed time and the wind speed. Already have the reaction times, but the time confirmed 20.76 now for Kieran Griffiths of Racers. The wind speed positive 0.5. Delana Kennedy in second at 21.37. And Seymour third, 22.29. Now we get to the A race. Let me give you a quick rundown of what we're looking at in the A race. So it's Akeem Blake, Oblique Civil, Adrian Kerr. Let's see if we have any DNS. It looks like all of them are there. So Akeem Blake, Oblique Civil, Adrian Carr, Antonio Watson, Shamar Chambers, Yazid Daniel. Again, let's see if we can get the predictions going. Give me a prediction of who you think will win and the time. Give me a prediction of who you think will win and the time. A reminder that we're still asking for your support to broadcast the next Velocity Fest. So you can just go ahead. You don't have to be Jamaican, you don't have to be Caribbean. You can provide us with any sort of support you can for our broadcast as we continue to broadcast world-class track and field. The instructions is pinned in the chat on how you can help. Somebody said Civil 20.09. Oblique, Kerr, 1993. Somebody says sub 20. Someone says 20.40. 1987, 20.10. Oblique, Civil, 20.12. Oblique, 20.4. Civil, 19.9. Blake, 20.10. So we'll go Again, Watson, 19.99. So the predictions are coming in. Let's go though to what's on track.
2023 World Indoor Championship bronze medal.
And we'll start with lane number 8. He is from Dynamic Speed Track Club, has a personal best over 200 meters of 20.20. Again, he's going to be in lane number 8, Akeem Blake. In lane number 7, the man representing racers. He is the reigning world champion at 100 meters, has a personal best over 200 meters of 19.96. He'll be representing in lane number 7, Oblique Civil. Lane number 6 had a breakout season just last year. He's representing Dynamic Speed Track Club, has a personal best of 20.08. In lane number 6, again, that's Adrian Carr. In lane number 5 is a former world champion at the 400 meters, representing racers, has a personal best of 20.49, Antonio Watson. Lane number 2 is representing Optimum, personal best of 20.87, Shamar Chambers. Lane number 1, personal best 21.78 from UTech, Yazid Daniel. It's Blake, Civil, Carr, Watson. Those are the 4 you want to watch. The men on the outside. 8, 7, 6, and 5. Gun sends them off and running, and it looks like Blake, who gets out to a good start. Also going well now, it's Adrian Carr. Oblique Civil is also there. Oblique Civil, and it's Adrian Carr on the inside who's leading. Adrian Carr, here comes Oblique Civil. Adrian Carr is holding on over Oblique Civil. Adrian Carr is going to take this one. 20.29 for Adrian Carr over Oblique Civil. Again, no one saw that coming. Adrian Carr taking some major scalps here. The results confirmed. Adrian Carr 20.28. The wind speed positive 0.4. Man from Dynamic Speed Track Club, Adrian Carr taking that one. Oblique Civil second, 20.43. Akeem Blake third, 20.58. Watson in fourth, 20.82. Again, the upsets are in. Yes, early season indeed, but must be a confidence booster there for Adrian Carr. I see somebody say Carr 20.01. I wonder if they said that before. I wanted all these folks that were saying Carr, did they say it before the race or after? But Adrian Carr taking that one. So somebody says, I had Carr winning. You're not looking on your thing, man. Raymond Graham, I'm sorry, because I can't consistently look in the chat and look on the start list because I'm using my phone to do both. So I apologize, Mr. Raymond Graham. Is that Casey? Is that Raymond Casey Graham? Raymond Graham 4165? Is that the legendary coach from Kingston College? Yeah, if you had Carr winning, they should have listened. So, somebody says it's not an upset. Kerr, yes, Adrian Kerr, yes. Adrian Kerr, yes, indeed. So for the folks who said Adrian was going to win, congratulations, you picked it. It's Kerr, K-E-R-R. So if I was saying Carr, my apologies. It's Adrian Kerr. So, yep. So we're at 6,100. I'm wondering if we can get to 6,500 before the 100 meters. It would be lovely to see that. As I go through the comments, somebody says Oblique looks heavy. It's going to look heavy. It's early season. It's going to cut down later on in the season. And somebody says Kerr is a 200 meters specialist who made the team, who made the national team. How is it a surprise? I thought Oblique was going to win. I'll be honest with you. If I had to pick one, I thought it would have been Oblique. But Kerr, yeah, he's a 200 meter specialist, and he's proving consistently, that when he gets to 200 meters, what he's doing at 100 meters, when he gets to 200 meters, he's going to run fast. Let's juxtapose it with the 100 meters, because he ran the 100 meters earlier. And let's see, I'm pretty sure he ran 10.3 in the 100. So let's see. I'm looking. My apologies. I know he's not in the top 8 times. Yep. So he ran 10.29. 10.29 in the 100 meters. And 10.29 in the 100 meters doesn't necessarily indicate that you're in 20.2 shape over the 200 meters. But as folks have said, he's a 200 meter specialist, and his 200s tend to be a little bit better than his 100 meters. So well done to Adrian, former KC man, getting it done. Raymond Casey Graham has said Kerr has moved on, and I'm assuming it's Raymond Casey Graham. I don't want to libel the man, but let's put it at Raymond Graham has said Kerr has moved on, which I'm supposing it means he has stepped up to the next level, and Nkumi has stalled.
Senior weight discuss 2 kilograms.
And somebody says, "Oh, Watson opened its season. I expected more." And I'm thinking they're talking about the 400 meters that Watson ran, I think a week or so, or probably 2 weeks ago. I expected a little bit more.
His fifth round effort, his best so far, 45.71 meters. Let's see if he's improved on that one.
So we'll get back to the chat in just a second, and reminding you, like, share and subscribe. Tell a neighbor, tell a friend. We're at 6,100 and we want to get to 6,500. So the hurdles are next up, and then once we get the hurdles out the way, we will go to the flat 100 meters, the 100 meter finals. So in total we have, I think, 6 races to come tonight. 6 races, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why am I seeing 7? Let's go again. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6. 6 races. So 6 races to go for the close of the night, and of those 6 races, 4 will be 100 meters.
59.94.
Quick update in terms of the discus throw, and it's Chad Dimitri Wright of Legacy who leads the discus throw. In the 4th round, he is leading with 59.94. That 59.94 coming in the 1st round. So first round throw of 59.94 has him in the lead. And second, Joseph Salmon of JC with 55.60. Theo Josh Moat of Explosive Movement Athletics, 50.26, is in 3rd. Again, I want to say thank you to all the folks who have come forward and contributed to the broadcast tonight, and want to thank a big up to Real Track and Field fans, the Facebook page Real Track and Field fans. They were the first to say, listen, we will step forward and help you to bring today's meet. They put the first dollar in that kitty, and that's the reason why I'm here and why I'm able to say to you, listen, we need some sponsorship for the next one. I want to say to Corporate Jamaica, all the sponsors, all of Corporate Jamaica, please, we're begging you, step forward. Cash or kind would be greatly appreciated to help us to be able to bring world-class track and field to the rest of the world. It's a small team. It's a team that is hard working. As I said, I've been at this since 4:30 non-stop. It's now 7:15, so more than 3 hours, well, almost 3 hours at it, and have a little bit more to go. And so we're a hard-working team, small team, and we just need your support. We just need you to step forward and help us, Corporate Jamaica. We're begging, please, please step forward. 6,100 folks in the chat right now, and we're asking anyone to just step forward. And somebody's asking if Megan is hurdling this evening, and let's check what for the women's 100-meter hurdles, only 2 competitors are listed: Amelia Chatfield and Alexis James. James of Racers and Chatfield of Elite. Let's look at the men's 110 hurdles. So the men's 110 hurdles actually comes up first, and then the women's event. So let's look to the 110. We have 4 listed: Joel Facey, Joel Bryan, DeJour, The Tank Russell, and Odario Phillips. DeJour Russell's had a couple decent runs this year. It's gotten down to 13-4, has DeJour Russell, and it's good to see the former Calabar man getting back into some sort of form. He's had a personal best of 13.32, I think since 2017 or something like that. I'll check on it to verify it, but I'd be over the moon, absolutely over the moon, if DeJour Russell was to go faster than 13.32 tonight. Could have given up long ago, hasn't. Has had injuries after injury after injury. Kind of reminds me of Tyler Mason, who had his breakthrough a couple of years ago, and I'm hoping this is the breakthrough year for DeJour Russell. Yeah, 2017 was his last PB, 9 years ago. He's gotten close to it a few times. 2023 he went 13.39, last year 13.50. He's already at 13.45, and so must be taking a little bit of wow. I was a little bit scared there. I saw a DNS coming up. I was hoping it wasn't Russell, and it isn't Russell. So only 3 men will contest the 110 hurdles finals.
Discus throw for men.
So there's an update in the discus throw. Let me provide you with the discus update. Chad Dimitri Wright in the 5th round did 62.13 to win it. His 6th round was 61.03. So Chad Wright wins it with 62.13. And second was Joseph Salmon, who had only
55.60 in second.
That's Joseph Salmon, 55.60, only 1 legal throw for him. Mowat finished 3rd, 51.14.
Discus throw.
So Wright,
Congratulations.
and then Salmon, 62.13 for Salmon.
High jump for men.
So
Raymond Richards of MVP.
Joy Lioness, 12.09, another massive contribution from her or him. I hope I'm getting the pronouns right. So thank you again to to Joy Lioness 1209. I can confirm without a doubt, without any fear of contradiction, that we will be at the next Velocity Fest. Let me pull up the schedule for that so I can clear my schedule for that event. Let's see. Calendar of events. So the calendar of events, let's see what the next one is, the next Velocity Fest. Let's see, we're in April. Velocity Fest 19 just happening, and we'll have the pen relays. And then,
the athletes in the 110 meters hurdle.
so we'll have the J3 Puma meet on the 9th of May. So I think that's the next one. We also have some primary champs going on as well. So we'll have lots and lots and lots coming up, and I can guarantee you that based on the contributions tonight, we'll have broadcast of those. So the next one is the men's 110 hurdles. We have Joel Facey in lane 3, Joel Bryan in lane 4, and DeJour Russell in 5. Facey has a personal best 14.30 is in 3. He's from New Era. Joel Bryan of MVP has a personal best 13.84 is in lane number 4. And of course, DeJour Russell personal best 13.32. He's from Swept. He's in lane number 5. They call him the Tank. Former Calabar man. Made the national team as a schoolboy. Hasn't made the team as a senior just yet. Go and sends them off and running. And DeJour Russell is right there with Joel Bryan. DeJour Russell goes to front now. Look at DeJour Russell go over these hurdles. 13.32 is looking for, hit the hurdles. 9th hurdle, 13.56 for DeJour Russell there. That's a flash time. Hit the 9th hurdle pretty hard. And that pretty much meant that it wasn't going to go faster than 13.53. So 13.53 for DeJour Russell. The wind speed positive 0.8. Joel Bryan in second 14.07. Joel Facey in third 14.43. I was saying to myself as DeJour was going over the hurdles up to probably hurdle number 8, I was saying, whoa, looks good. Probably hurdle 7, hurdle 8 looks good. Rhythm is good. Best I've seen him hurdle all season. And then about hurdle 7, hurdle 8, lost, I don't know, it looks as if he lost concentration, lost the rhythm a little bit, hit hurdle 9 pretty hard, and then it was just about closing out the race, I think, for him, and eased through. Wow, oh, wow. The javelin is going on, folks, and I want to get that mark for the javelin. High jump should also be going on. We are at 2 meters 25 in the high jump. Raymond Richards, who won a indoor bronze medal for Jamaica, is looking to go over 2 minutes 25, and as I said, the javelin is going on. That looks like a big one, and it looks like the national record holder Elvis Graham is up 74.76 on his first attempt, as a season's best of 75.08 and a personal best 77.31. That's a national record, I do believe, and he starts with 74.76. So we have to be careful now with the javelin, because Elvis Graham is getting those throw out, and with the Stadium East field not being used, we have a lot of athletes and officials and folks all over the place. So I have to be very, very careful, the officials going forward. But as I said, the high jump going on, 2 meters 25. Can we get a shot? Well, I think they're done with the high jump, so we'll keep the shot as it is. 2 meters 20, cleared by Raymond Richards of MVP. He has gone over 2 meters 31. So based on what I have here, we should see 2 athletes for the 100-meter hurdles. And see how that goes.
Action still ongoing in the high jump. Raymond Richards has one more attempt at 2.25 meters.
Right. Okay, beautiful. But what is it?
So again, want to say thank you to all the folks who have contributed. As I said, it started with Real Track and Field Fans, the Facebook group, who gave the first contribution. The folks in the chat were ensuring that they get their contributions in so we can get other meets in. The folks on Zelle, the folks on Cash App, who are crowdfunding the next broadcast and the next broadcast. We appreciate you. We do appreciate you. I want to watch the hurdles because folks are saying he hit almost all the hurdles. That's a problem with Russell. Has the speed. Has the speed. Has the speed. Does this Russell, but he hits those hurdles so hard. Hits those hurdles so hard, and when he does, it slows him down a bit. I'm thinking if he can get it right and get a smooth run, he's going to run so fast. So after the 110 hurdles, we have the 100-meter hurdles for the ladies. Last I saw it was only 2 ladies scheduled for the event. It's scheduled for just about 3 minutes from now. Chatfield and James scheduled there, and once that is completed at 7:35, we will have the 100 meters for women, which will involve the likes of Lavanya Williams, Jonelle Smith, Jodine Williams, Tiana Lee Terrelong, Siobhan Grant, Elaine Thompson-Herah, Shanika Bascom, and Joy Levy. That's the 8 that is scheduled as of right now. That's the 8 that we have scheduled in the final. Okay. Somebody say he is big boned. I'm assuming they're talking about Russell. I'm assuming that is Russell. Yeah, is on the heavier side is Russell. Absolutely on the heavier side. I myself, I'm on the very heavy side. When I get a shirt as an announcer for any meet, I ask them for the triple X. So I'm on the heavier side myself. So I know what it is like to be heavy. And Russell is heavy. Must admit that. And I think that if he can slim down a bit, and I've said it, if he can slim down a bit, that is going to help his hurdling technique. It's going to help his ability to get over those hurdles, and it's going to allow him to go a little bit faster. But slimming down for somebody who's been big all their lives is not an easy task, I can tell you. Somebody asked, did Bascom run a PB 11:08? Yes, she did. So somebody said Kerr went to Worlds last year. Absolutely, he did. Had a breakout season last year. He went to 20.08, I think it was. And I am looking for him to continue that. Let's see. Somebody said the announcer funny AF. I hope are the right kind of funny attack, because we don't deal with certain kind of funny, you know, Jamaican thing. But yeah, I try my best to be a little bit entertaining, you know. It's not just about the action on track, it's about entertaining the folks at home, talking for 3-4 hours long, just saying wagwan we are see. Now I'm gonna keep folks entertained. And I want to keep you entertained. So somebody says, all my life, wow, that's a national record. That is a national record. I don't need to see the tape. Elvis Graham, national record. I just need to see the distance. That is massive. That is listen, 74-76 on his first effort. We are waiting the measurement, but I can tell the folks, go for the steel tape from now. Go for the steel tape from now. That is a national record. Elvis Graham. Let's see. Well, them now go for the steel tape. It's not a national. It's a meet record though. 75.61 for Elvis Graham. That's a new season's best meet record. I keep on saying national record. It's not. The record continues to be 77.31. But Elvis is getting it out there, 75.61. Imagine Jamaica has a javelin throw. So, as the conversation continues about Kerr or Carr, we'll go to the women's 100-meter hurdles. That's next. Two athletes on the schedule. Emilia Chatfield of Elite is in 4. She has a personal best 12.72. Next to her in 5, Alexis James of Racers has a personal best of 12.87. So Chatfield in 4, James in 5. Only 2 in this one. The meet record. Well, we don't have the meet record. We have the world record, which is 12.12. So go and send them off, and Chatfield gets a good start. She already has half a step on Alexis James. So Alexis James comes by her now. Alexis James is going away from Chatfield. Alexis James is going to take this one. Sub 13 for her. 12.94 for Alexis James. That's the flash time. As a personal best, 12.87, 12.94, a season's best for Alexis James. The wind speed positive 0.7, and Alexis James has gone sub 13. Emilia Chatfield Elite in second, 13.66. So if you want to know, there will be no more hurdles in our way. The 100 meters straightaway will be all that is left. We'll have the women's 100 meters up next. Then we'll have the C finals, men's 100 meters, B finals, men 100 meters, A finals, men 100 meters. So call the folks who have left the chat, tell them to come back. 100 meters is next. All right, so I want to really, the best person to ask is Adrian himself. So I'll ask Adrian the next time I see him. Is it Kerr or is it Carr? Let's see. So they haven't gone for the steel tape, folks. I was balling for the steel tape because I thought it had gone over 77. It hadn't. It was 75.61. But I tell you what, we may see a national record at some point during this meet. Because, man, national record holder Elvis Graham is on fire inside the National Stadium. So the women's 100 meters, the finals of the women's 100 meters is next. And I'm looking out there, and I'm only seeing 5. Oh. So Bascom DNS, not surprised, she ran the 100 heats, came back for the 200, so I'm not surprised she has DNS'd. And also looking at the lineup here, let's confirm it first. Well, I want to confirm it. The chat goes crazy. Everybody look. So I know it's Kerr. I think it's Kerr. But somebody says it's Carr. It's Kerr. Well, let's see. But we'll get back to that name thing in just a second. But looks as if we'll have only 6 in the final. So let's see. Let's get the predictions out. Let's get the prediction books out. Let's see. Who do you think will win this one? And what time you think they will run? This is a women's 100 meters final. Let's get the predictions in. So give me the winner. So as Zeb said 10.85, but who's going to run 10.85? Who's going to run 10.85? So give me the winner and give me the time. Somebody says Smith and Williams 1-2. But what time? Give me the time and the winners. If you can give me 1, 2, and 3, all the better. But I need the time, I need the winners. So the athletes are out there. Let's give you the lineup now. So we'll start from 1. In lane number 1, personal best 11.59, 11.77 to make the final, which is also a season's best for her, from Michael Shavona Grant. In lane number 2, personal best of 11.13, 11.27 to make the final, from Optimum, Tiana Lee Terrelong. In lane number 3, personal best 11 seconds flat, 11.02 to make the final, which is a season's best for her, representing Sprint Tech, Jodine Williams. In lane number 4, 10.99 to make the final, which is a season's and personal best, representing MVP Janiel Smith. In lane number 5, personal best in the heats 11.04, representing Dynamic Speed Track Club, the breakout athlete of this season, Lavanya Williams. In lane number 8, personal best of 11.06 and 11.47 to make the final, representing Swept Track Club, that's Jura Levy. So no lane number 6, that should have been Elaine Thompson-Herah. No lane number 7, that should have been Shaniko Bascom. So ETH only doing 1 round of the 100 meters, which I understand. She's coming back from injury, so I don't want to pressure it too much, but that 10.92 is a signal. So we're looking to the athletes 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. That's Williams, Smith, and Williams. Gun sends them off and running, and Jodine Williams gets up to a good start. Jodine Williams is ahead of them. Lavanya Williams, Janelle Smith is coming, and it's Lavanya Williams who steps past and gets it. 10.97 on the clock. Lavanya receives to William Nib. 10.96 to Lavanya. Wind speed positive 0.7. Lavanya Williams, Dynamic Speed Track Club, gets a sub 11. Janelle Smith in second, 11.01. Jodine Williams third, 11.09. Fourth is Tiana Lee Terrelong at 11.36. So we await the confirmation of the times. But 10.96, Lavanya Williams, the sub-11 camp for Jamaica, gets deeper and deeper. We had 2 Jamaicans on the night joining that sub-11 club. Janelle Smith with 10.99 in the heats, 11.01 in the finals. Lavanya Williams 11.04 in the heats, 10.96 in the finals. She is having an amazing season, is Lavanya. Born 2025, which means she's 21 this year. Lavanya Williams. Let's see who picked that. I think somebody said Smith and Williams, 1-2. And let's go. Big up Williams. Janelle ran the predicted 11.01 but came second. Fam, the start was crazy. Yeah, man. Jodine Williams got a brilliant start. Somebody says, I told you 10.96 for sure for the win. The next pocket rocket. Yeah, I know she reminded me of somebody. Lavanya, not the tallest. She has that build, pocket rocket. Somebody got really, really close. I'm seeing Louis Dennis says Williams 10.97. And somebody said Smith 11 flat. I love going back through the chats to see what everybody said. Somebody actually predicted Lavanya for second in 10.97. So I'm going back through the chat, but Lavanya 10.96 has me excited. Did I say 2025? I mean 2005. So Lavanya Williams born 2005. So if I said 25, I'm excited. Forgive me, I'm excited. So she was born 2005, which makes her 21 this year. So 2005. So she is 21 this year, which I think I did say. So if I said 2025, it was obviously a mistake. Excitement in the air. She was born 2005, 21 this year. Lavanya Williams, remember the name. Yeah, man. Somebody says same club as Brian Level. Yes, same club as Brian Level. No, man. Lavanya is a dynamic speed track club, which is Michael Freighter. So Lavanya is dynamic speed track club, which is Michael Freighter. Bascom is Optimum. So just clarify that. And somebody says, I think we found our lead-off runner for the 4x1. Boy, I don't know, you know. Kind of sticky out there, you know. Everybody are run fast. Everybody are run fast. Somebody said in an online forum the other day that come next year 10-8-9 won't make the Jamaican team. Boy, that looks underrepresented. I think maybe you need maybe 10-8-5 to be sure. Unless it's related, no matter what. But it's getting so crowded right now in terms of Jamaica's track and field. Of course, we have the Clayton twins. Now we have Lavanya stepping forward. Jonelle Smith is healthy and running well, personal best. We have Shanice Walker, who did 10.80 the other day. We have Gabrielle Matthews, who continues to improve. Of course, Shania Douglas. We have Sabrina Dockery. So many, and it's going to be super competitive. Of course, Shericka Williams is still there. Elaine Thompson-Herah is coming back. Trouble. It's so competitive. So the men's 100 meters final. This is final C. Looks as if we have just about 6 out there. So I'm looking. I'm not seeing anyone. Is that McKeish? Yes, McKeish is in one. So McKeish Compton is in one. He did 10.57 to qualify. In lane 3. That is a man who did 10.47. Is personal best 10.08. Javoy Tucker is in 3. Elaine 4 from Dynamic Speed Track Club, 10.33 to qualify. Jordan Morgan, lane number 6, 10.46 to qualify. He's from Racers. That's Shamar Horatio, lane number 7 from Mount Elite. 10.50 to qualify. Mazino Barrett, and the only sub 10 man on personal best in lane number 8, 10.53 to qualify, Taekwondo Tracy. So the fastest in qualifying is actually Morgan. It's going to be in lane number 4. Fastest on personal best is Tracy in lane 8. Oh my, there was some clapping in the crowd, and of course they.
Please be quiet for the sound.
So let's go again. It's Compton, Tucker, Morgan, Horatio, Barrett, and Tracy.
On your mark.
Again, fastest in qualifying, Morgan at 10.33. Fastest on personal best, Taekwondo Tracy. Morgan is in 4, Tracy in 8. Can Morgan get a personal best? His personal best 10.29, 10.33 in qualifying. As we go again, this time the National Stadium is hushed. Gun sends them off, and it's Tucker. Wow.
It's called back.
Call back. So 3 more races here in the men's 100-meter finals. 3 finals, 3 sections. Section C now on track, and section B and A to come. While we do that, we want to say thank you to Rhythm and Truth. So that's Rhythm and Truth for his or her donation. Elvis Graham, Chafflin.
Oh, yes.
I heard somebody with an exclamation. You know that Jamaican exclamation? It sounds like a station in England, the BBC. So donation.
Let's see if that's an improvement. Yellow card.
Donation from Ottawa's Canada. I have never forsaken Elaine. Eat your words, Otto Bolden, and apologize. That's from Rhythm and Truth. So Rhythm and Truth getting his donation in, and also a quick word. So I think there was a yellow card issued, but all 6 athletes remain. Compton, Tucker, Morgan, Horatio, Barrett, and Tracy. We'll get the mark in just a second on Elvis Graham's throw. Well, looks like another big one, but we're concentrating just for now on the men's 100 meters C final. Morgan got pretty close to his personal best in the heats. Gun sends him off and running, and he gets up to a good start. Tracy also on the outside is going well. That's Morgan and Tracy. Morgan though takes command. Jordan Morgan wins it ahead of Tracy. 10.33 the time on the clock. The wind speed though negative for this run. Negative 0.1. And 10.32 the time confirmed now for Jordan Morgan. So Jordan Morgan winning, Tracy second, 10.40. That equals his season's best for Tracy. Season's best for Morgan, by the way. Let's see if we can get the distance on that throw from Elvis Graham. 76.80. 76.80 for Elvis Graham. He is getting closer and closer to the national record. That 76.80 is an improvement on his meet record from 2 rounds ago, where he threw a 75.61. He's just about half a meter outside the national record. Oh my word, if we have a national record tonight. So final B is next. I'll give you the lineup in just a second. So 2 more races to come. The B finals of the 100 meters, and then the C finals of the 100 meters. Elvis Graham trying to break his own national record set in 2023. And that national record 77.31 is at 76.80. The B finals of the men's 100 meters up next. Lots and lots of action here inside the National Stadium. Lots for you to see. So first of all, the news is Adrian Carr ran the 200 meters, ran the heats of the 100 meters, and then the 200 meters, beating Oblique Seville. He has withdrawn from the finals, the B finals of the 100 meters. So too has CJ Green. And I want to remind you that donations can be made via Cash App at money sign AA. That's money sign lower caps AA. FOS, that's money sign AA FOS, and that's the Cash App or Zelle at anthonyfoss@gmail.com. So anthonyfoss@gmail.com for the Zelle, and for Cash App it's $AAFOS. You can also make a contribution in the chat as we speak. So let's go to the lineup for the finals of the men's 100 meters. We'll start with lane number 3. In lane number 3, 10.20 to make this B final. That's a personal best for him. Kevon Benjamin is from Fusion Athletics. Lane number 4, personal best of 10.08. He is the second fastest junior of all time. That's Jamaican junior of all times. 10.26 to make this finals, representing Adidas, DeAndre Daly. In lane number 5, 10.20 to make the final, represents GC Foster, that's Javari Thomas. Lane number 6, 10.19 to make the final, representing Elite, that's Sachin Dennis. Lane number 7, 10.30 to make the final, representing Swept, that's Jason Lewis. Lane number 8, 10.31 to make the final, representing racers Buaji Nkumi. Fastest on personal best, and the only sub 10 man in the field, that is Buaji Nkumi, but fastest in qualifying, Sachin Dennis. Buaji will be in 8, Dennis will be in 6. No lane 1, no lane 2. That should have been CJ Green and Adrian Carr. DeAndre Daly also in lane number 4. One to watch. So watching 4, 6, and 8. Gun sends them off and running, and there's a recall. I think I saw who did that. And the drama builds yet again. 2 races, the B final, the A final. The A final is absolutely stacked. Level, Watson, Ellis, McPherson, Hughes, Golson, Mason. Oh my word, A final is stacked. But the B final is what we're dealing with right now. I think Ellis is up again. Let's get the predictions for the B finals. Who you think is going to win and the time, as Elvis Graham goes again and again. He gets it out. Not as big though. Not probably 75. Has one more try at his national record. Let's see what the starting crew says. Looks like a yellow, is it? Is it a yellow? I wasn't looking. I was looking at Elvis Graham getting his throw in, but it looks as if all 6 are standing behind their blocks still. So somebody says in Kumi, 9.98.
In the vicinity of the 100 meter start.
9.98, sorry.
Move that device, it's causing unnecessary distraction.
So 9.98.
100 meter start, please move that device.
And the word goes out that the drone should move. I can guarantee you that's not our drone. We're not that cashy. The drone moves now and they're ready again. So it's Benjamin, Daly, Thomas, Dennis, Lewis, Buaji Nkumi. National junior record holder at the 100 meters at 9.99, a time which makes him the fastest on personal best in this field. Dennis, though, was the fastest in qualifying. So let's see how this one goes. Expect it to be close. Again, we're watching 4, 6, and 8. Daly, Dennis, Buaji. Gun sends him off and running, and it's the man Buaji Daly who gets a good start on the outside. It's Buaji Nkumi. Buaji Nkumi looks to hold this one. Buaji Nkumi gets it. 10.16 the flash time. The wind speed positive 0.8, and the man on the outside, Buaji, gets his revenge. 10.15 for Buaji Nkumi. Season's best for him. So, season's best for Buaji. Javon Benjamin, 10.20 equals his personal best. in second. But Bouaji had a horrible start in the heats. He's known for his quick starts. Got a quick start there, did Bouaji. And managed to hold off the rest of the field. So Nkumi Bouaji, or Bouaji and Nkumi, sorry. It's been a long day, apologies. Bouaji and Nkumi getting the win. So I think we have one more race to come here at 5,800. Want to touch that 6,000 mark again before we get to the end of the broadcast. Lots of 10-1s predictions in there. In the end, it was Bouaji and Nkumi 10.15. If I was calling him Nkumi Bouaji, apologies, it's Bouaji and Nkumi 10.15, getting the win, season's best. Still waiting on third. And know that Benjamin second 10.20. So the A final is next. Let's see. Looks as if we might be missing at least one. Are we?
10.15 for Crew and 10.20 for Benjamin. Still no splitting of third and fourth at the moment.
Looks as if we have at least 6 out there for the A final.
So it's actually Thomas who's given second. Javar Thomas ahead of Benjamin.
So
10.20.
they finally get it done, and Javari Thomas actually given second at 10.20. They had to go down to the 1,000th of a second, and when they did so, Javari Thomas 10.194 and Benjamin 10.200. So Javari Thomas getting second, time rounded to 10.20. Benjamin second, 10.20. Dennis, Javari second, 10.20. Benjamin in third, 10.20 as well. And Sachin Dennis 10.26 in fourth. Daly 10.27 in fifth. So want to say a huge thank you to all our fans who continue to support us through YouTube, Super Chat, Cash App and Zelle. Your contributions mean a lot to us and play a vital role in helping us to do what we love. Because of your support, we're able to keep bringing you more live streams, more coverage and more moments that matter. And to those who aren't able to contribute today, thank you all as well. Your support, your views, and just being here with us means a lot. We truly appreciate every single one of you. Thank you for being part of the Trackalerts family, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Thank you to everybody, every single person who has been on this chat, who has contributed, who has commented, who has watched, who has made up our numbers, who allows us now to go to corporate Jamaica and say when we do a live we get over 6,000 viewers at any given time. So let's go to the A race. Only one DNS, so we'll have 7. We'll start with lane number 1. In lane number 1, he represents Titans, 10.17 to make the finals. In lane number 1, that's Shakur Williams. Lane number 3, 10.04 to make the finals from Sprint Tech, Catherine Golson. In lane number 4, 10.07 to make the finals, representing racers, that's Zanel Hughes. Lane number 5, 10.09 to make the final from Sprint Tech, Adane McPherson. Lane number 6, 10.06 to make the finals, representing Optimum, Brian Lavelle. Lane number 6, 10.16 to make the finals from MVP, that's Rohan Watson. And completing the lineup, 10.16 to make the finals, Nigel Ellis. He's representing Elite. 7 in this one. Fastest on personal best, Brian Lavelle. Fastest into the finals, Kadrian Golson. Lavelle is in 6, Hughes 4, Golson 3. Gun sends him off and running. Lane number 5, that's Odin McPherson who gets a good start. Level is going well. Also going Cajun Golson. Brad Level so takes it at the line. 9.91 for Brad Level. Let's wait to see what it is rounded to. The world lead 9.89. The wind speed positive 1.9. And Brad Level gets that win in a meet record 9.90. Just outside the world lead for Brad Level. The man from Optimum starts his season with a bank 9.90. Golson in second 9.99. So 2 sub-10s. Zanelius third 10 seconds flat. So Golson goes sub-10 again, but Level takes a stop spot with 9.90.
9.90 seconds.
Did we have folks predicting that? Should have. Yes, somebody said just as I said 9.90 Brian Level. So folks saying 9.95, 9.98, 9.94. And before we go, I want to say thank you as well to Kian and Maya for their contributions. So let's close it out as we have the top 3 times. Zanelius 10 seconds dead. Golson 9.99 for second. Level winning 9.90, and we're still waiting on the other times because other athletes were close behind Hughes. Folks like Watson and McPherson won't be looking for quick times or decent times to get themselves in the pot for the circuit, international circuit. So let's wait and see what times they get. And we did in fact hit 6,000 before the end of the meet. We got to 6,100. So again, folks, thank you so much for tuning in and watching, listening to the broadcast. And closes out in a magnificent fashion, 9.90. We're still waiting on the other times. Odin McPherson got a fantastic start, was out like a rocket, ran down by the likes of Level, Golson and Hughes. So Odin McPherson 10.02 personal best. Well, it came up just now and it went away, but I'm going to see if we can stay another minute or two to see if we can get the time. Well, it's gone again. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to close the stream down for now, and we want to say again thank you to all the folks who joined us today, all the folks at home who watched, who commented, who listened, all the folks who contributed, the Real Track and Field fans group on Facebook who started us out, all the folks who contributed via Cash App, Zelle, the Super Chat, every single one of you. Thank you so much. And we say good night. Okay, so they've adjusted it. So Zanelius gets 10.02, Watson gets 10.07, and again Shakur Williams 10.12, Dane McPherson 10.13, Nigel Ellis 10.15. So that's the times there. We finally got the times, and again want to say thank you to everyone, to my cameraman Messi. I Messi him name, you know. Everybody know, because when I come in a stadium, the first thing I say Messi. So big up Messi, big up Mr. Foster, Anthony Foster, and everyone. We are done for today. We will though be back broadcasting track and field from Jamaica.